It'd be funny if Isaac was just like in the shadows behind me, like the whole episode.
It's right here.
You can do it now. We're recording.
You can't see me. I'm man. Is that how that goes?
Yes. The plant that you set up is really cute.
I didn't actually do that. I was already here.
Wow.
Ew.
What'd you do?
Sorry. There's moisture.
Is it beer condensation?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or mystery.
He's leaking.
Mine is like perfectly opened just to this. What's my mystery liquid this week?
It's hard to say. Do we need to go over anything before we start for real?
Go over what?
Like just how we do this normally.
Oh, to Betsy?
Yeah.
No. Why don't we just welcome Betsy to the show?
Yeah.
Welcome our friend Betsy.
Hi. I'm
Betsy is a friend of mine. She's a wonderful photographer and food stylist, and she also loves movies. What's your letterbox? We should start talking about plug our letterboxes more.
We can do that.
Do you know what's your username?
Yeah, it's actually really embarrassing because it's like my Instagram username from when I was 12.
Yeah.
And I was on Tumblr. It's also my old Tumblr
username.
So my letterbox is at Tulip Talk. TALK. Tulip Talk.
TALK. Talk.
Like talk.
Oh, talk.
Like
Tulip
talking
talk.
tulips.
Like a tulip talking.
Yeah. It's because it's a riff off of my old Instagram username that was Daffodil Dreams. And I got hacked out of Daffodil Dreams.
Okay.
So then I made Tulip Talk, which was like the off of Daffodil Dreams. So
I don't follow you. I should probably do that.
well, that's on Letterboxd. That's not my current my Instagram username is not Tulip Talk anymore.
It's just Betsy Phillips.
Yeah, it's Betsy with an extra Y and then my last name Phillips. So.
Great. I'll link it all in the bio.
And then follow my food and photography account.
Ooh,
Betsy
yeah.
Photo Food.
Yes.
Too.
That's the most important thing.
That is the most important one. So
my letterboxd is, I think, Faux-Bro. Ours is always in the description though.
Yeah.
Isaac says it's Faux-Bro.
Faux-Bro. Yeah, because actually I remember you bringing it up that one time, and I was like, that one to me, I can't believe nobody has taken because it's so like short and sweet.
yeah.
Just like me.
It's like you, man.
And Isaac. Go ahead and plug your letterbox. Isaac is here too, by the way.
Oh, mine's just White WRWHYTEWR. Picture of Art the Clown.
Oh yeah, we
3.
have plugged this before. It's always in the description if you want to follow us on Letterboxd. Isaac is here too in the back.
My letterbox is
it's
Puva
it's Puva
the Grand.
the Grand. That's Isaac's Letterboxd.
You can spell it. You can enjoy it.
It's
Who's
exactly.
Puva?
A Looney Tunes show.
It's a reference to Looney Tunes. Wow.
Well, welcome to Retconnd. We do
Retconnd
this
episode 6.
Episode 6. We do this. Lately, we've been doing it every Monday. I don't know how long that's going to last. At least until the end of November, probably, because there's a lot of good movies coming out. If you like this kind of content, if you like movies, go ahead and hit that little like button if you would. And if you really like this kind of content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Helps
Classic
us.
YouTuber.
Classic. Oh yeah. Or if you're not listening on YouTube, do whatever you're supposed to do on.
You can follow people on Spotify.
I don't know what you do for Apple Podcasts.
Probably follow.
Isaac says you can follow on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you do to make us feel loved, go ahead and do that, please.
Yeah, we have. Because we backlogged an episode last week. So this will be our 3rd consecutive Monday.
Wow.
And honestly, no, we'll probably miss this weekend. We'll see. Guys, we'll see where the wind takes us. We do this on Mondays.
Yeah. Sometimes we do. You know what? Why are we trying to say when we do it? Just subscribe, and then you won't have. It'll just notify you.
Yeah.
And then you won't have to worry about it.
We were talking about how we want to structure the episode, and I thought it was funny because listening back to last week's episode on him, I thought that that even though like it to me, like in the moment, it felt very like what are we doing? And like I was like, this is probably like our worst episode.
It was rough, but
it was good. Like I thought it was funny, and it was just very chaotic because it was like 1 a.m. and I think we were just like, whatever, we're just gonna record another one. But like listening back to it, I think it probably had the best structure to it. Like I think like once we got to the end of the discussion, I was like, yeah, we kind of talked about the whole movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I guess so.
Maybe note taking is good.
I mean, him just sucks. So I feel like there just wasn't a whole lot that needed to be said. Like,
yeah,
this movie is not a good movie.
Yeah,
but we took Isaac from a 3.5 to like a 0.
Isaac might be the first person that has ever willingly accepted change. I changed
my Midsummer rating from 3 to 3.5.
That's true, but that was on your own accord. Like, I mean, Isaac.
Oh.
Isaac just dropped his rating after hearing us talk about it.
You guys didn't even talk about it. It was while I was talking about it.
Yeah, you gaslit yourself.
Let's we were talking about we don't really need to talk about our day.
Yeah.
Because why would any of you guys care? What I did today.
Yeah, we can talk about that off camera. I do feel like it's worth mentioning that I had Indian food for lunch, and so the rest of that wasn't the funny part.
Oh, I thought you were like, I don't know.
You were like
you might like shit yourself.
Well, that's where I was going. That was the next step. Yeah, I've been having bubble gut all day. It's been rough.
That's okay because I came here straight from Skyline.
Ooh. So. Skyline, for our French viewers, is
like actually the people in France watching this.
That is,
or Jasher. Shout out Jasher.
Shout out, dude. Yes, I DM'd him today.
You what? Oh, you DM'd him?
Yeah, I said that he gets a spot once we're rich and famous. We'll fly him out.
Yeah, we'll yeah. Hey, shout out New Zealand.
Shout out New Zealand. But Skyline is spaghetti and chili and sometimes a hot dog and sometimes cheese. Usually cheese. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm not.
Well, they have a new chicken chili.
Oh, did you get that?
I did, and it's like the same thing, but it like just tastes less. Like really, like it's like
it just tastes less.
It like it's just less flavorful than the regular chili, and it's like a little bit thicker, like 2% thicker chili. We could talk 2%. About what we watched this week before we dig in.
Yeah, I think I should announce what we're actually talking about.
Yeah, I was going to say we're going to talk about
The Smashing Machine, aka Isaac Hatter.
Yes.
Followed by Good Boy,
and that's it.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Liam. This is Forrest.
I forgot we were going to start doing
and this
that.
is Betsy.
And
well, let's go to Letterboxd. What have we been watching?
I don't have my phone.
Oh, do you want to get it?
It's over there.
I can.
Do you want?
Or Isaac should get it.
That's what Thomas is for.
It's
no. Wait, who's Thomas?
There's a blue bag over there.
Look at that. Perfect.
Thank you,
Thomas.
Yeah, I actually
like a week
I knocked out.
Today,
I've done a lot of movies. Dude, this is good because like we've had now we're like a full week into October, so this is nice.
Yeah.
We can just talk about literally what we've watched this week.
I don't have any service.
This is actually important. Oh, you want the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Here, let me. I'll talk about what I've watched this week while you do Wi-Fi.
Oh, there's a guest Wi-Fi actually. That should work.
Okay.
Wait, were you about to say something?
Yeah, well, mine is kind of big. I mean, it's not that big. It's just what I've been watching.
What have you been watching?
I talked to you about this a little bit. I, for the first time, saw Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Followed by Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
And like
Blade Runner,
I double featured it. And
2049.
Well, so I thought that I was gonna like 2049 more because I've seen the meme of Gosling just like screaming and slapping the.
What's the thing that he says when he's like sitting down and they're like he keeps repeating the one line? What is that? You know what I'm talking about?
I might have been asleep. I don't know. That movie was so.
It's like
boring.
kind of in the beginning. It's like whatever.
Well, so I watched Blade Runner and I was like, I understand why people love it so much, especially for its time. It looked great. It is a beautiful movie, and you know, Ridley
the Goat Scott.
Yeah, he's got the juice. But I thought the first one was also kind of a snoozer a little bit, but I thought the character study was beautiful. Like, just my problem was I didn't realize that it was so obvious that the duplicants, that's what they're called, right? Duplicants? That they were supposed to...
Or replicants.
Replicants, that's what it is, yeah. That we're supposed to sympathize with them. I didn't realize that was the goal the whole time. I thought it was like up for interpretation. Mm-hmm. So I kind of want to rewatch it, understanding now that it's a character study about how the replicants, like, we are supposed to sympathize with them.
There's also a director's cut, which
I watched the final cut.
Yeah. I don't know what the difference is.
I don't either. I don't think it's much, but I did kind of think it was a snoozer the first time, but it's still really good. And then I was between a 3.5 and a 4 stars for that, and then I gave it a 3.5 because Harrison Ford's a little rapey in that, and they kind of glorify it a little bit, and that, didn't sit great with me. And then 2049 was just the same story, but again,
but Ryan,
the same story, but Ryan, and also again,
it is a snoozer.
I had to watch that my first year of art school. That was like something.
2049?
No, the first one, the original one.
Yeah,
it was my intro to contemporary art class. I had to watch that. So.
Yeah, I love Blade Runner.
Yeah,
Blade Runner's awesome.
So that's the only thing that's like new to me. I mean, like I watched like Zombieland.
Right.
With you, dude. We watched it together.
Oh, they said you're not going to watch Zombieland. That was like, it was 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah. No, we watched it together.
What have you been watching?
So on October 1st, my online friend Dan, shout out Dan. We met online in like 2019, and we've been watching movies together since then on Discord. But we've met in real life several times since then. But
so he's not a freak?
No, he's not a freak.
That's
and
good.
He is in a bunch of bands and tours and is super cool. So he comes to Cincinnati often now. But we met up on Discord and we watched this movie called Meet the Applegates, which he said he heard about it on a podcast. I wish I could remember which one. But it's like it's like a commentary on 1950s nuclear families, but it's about alien bugs that moved to the U.S. with the intention of like infiltrating nuclear families.
They just alien bug. When you say
bugs.
When you say alien, do you mean like extraterrestrial? Yeah. Okay, because you said they moved to the U.S. So I was just like, are they just like insects that are from Canada?
Like super troopers?
That would be an alien bug, right?
Sorry. They moved to Earth.
Okay.
Oh, not Super Troopers. I'm thinking of Starship Troopers. Is it like that?
What?
You ever seen Starship Troopers?
No, dude. I'm not 12.
No, it's not like that. They don't look like that.
There's boobs in Starship Troopers. So 12-year-olds aren't allowed to watch
star,
that.
Right?
For Isaac. That's for Isaac. He's nodding maniacally over there.
I remember hearing that.
Was it good?
It was ridiculous. It was like freaking insane. It was just in no point did I know where that movie was going to go and what was going to happen. And then I watched Sweeney Todd.
Ooh.
And I didn't like it as much as I thought I was going to. I'm like a musical like movie freak, and I have really high expectations. And Stephen Sondheim is very hit or miss for me. So the story just wasn't really enough to keep me engaged. And the music was like just okay to me. People like musical theater people are gonna get so mad at me for saying that.
I'm kind of one of those a little bit.
But I've been on a Tim Burton kick recently, so I watched that, and his direction on that was actually the best part of it. And then I watched Ella Enchanted.
Nice.
Yes.
So
that's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. That was a childhood favorite for me. So yeah, and yeah.
I was watching Edward Scissorhands before this with Maria.
Oh, I watched that last week.
I like walked in and she had already started it and we didn't finish it, but I remember watching that a lot as a kid and I have not watched it since then. So I was like the scene when Winona Ryder comes home for the first time and she's like walks in the room and he's like laying in bed with like his hands up, just kind of like looking around, and then he like stabs the bed. I'm like, I remember this. You know, Memories. You guys have this?
I've heard of those.
That's one of my favorites.
I watched One Battle After Another.
Again?
Yeah, I went and saw it again. You weren't there. No, you weren't there.
Yeah, it was a Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
That was
Awesome. Great movie. That movie was just as good on another watch.
We don't gotta.
Yeah, we don't need to get into it. That movie friggin' rips though. And then I watched a movie called The Smashing Machine with Forrest.
We're gonna get into that.
I knocked out a lot of movies on October 5th. I watched Marina. I turned on The Long Goodbye, which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
It happens every day.
Such a good movie. That movie is incredible. If you guys do one thing after watching this episode, go watch The Long Goodbye.
But watch this episode all the way through. First.
It's so good. Elliot Gould is just like incredible as Philip Marlowe. Is like there's like a book series where like Philip Marlowe is it's like James Bond kind of, but like American and more aloof. At least this one.
Aloof.
More pertinent.
Bro, we got to stop with pertinent.
I finished watching There Will Be Blood, which feels like I think I started watching it like a week ago, and it just like I fell asleep because I was really tired. And
you were
then
tie-tie?
I didn't get to finish it the next day, and I think like a couple days later I was like I should probably finish this, and I was about halfway through. Hadn't seen it in a long time. It's really good. It's kind of boring, guys.
Another snoozer, huh?
But I mean, I gave it 4.5. I had it logged in at 5 because I think it like when I was like 18, I watched it and I was like, I have to give this 5 stars. This is one of Tarantino's favorite movies. Of course, I'm going to give it 5. And I was probably sitting there thinking, dude, this shit sucks. But I'm like, I'm giving it 5 because Tarantino told me to.
Me and my friend always make fun of that movie because there's always those like edits that are like top 5 greatest performances of all time.
I abandoned my child. Yeah, and it's just dudes yelling.
Yes.
And then you get Jake Gyllenhaal shaking the mirror.
I was about to say, but sometimes that's true though, because speaking of Jake Gyllenhaal, not Nightcrawler, which is what you're referencing, but the brothers, him and Tobey Maguire, that's yelling, but the body, like, but the body acting while they're screaming is really good. Anyway,
right.
It's really good though. Like There Will Be Blood is really good. Like there's like not really anything wrong with it. I knocked it down a half star just because I was like I don't really want to rewatch this at some point.
Yeah,
I will. I'm not a PTA hater. Okay.
Oh yeah, not a chance. Can't be.
And then Maria wanted to watch something with magic, something that was old, and then there was a third criteria that I forget.
Hocus
Pocus.
Pocus.
So we watched Mean Girls.
Naturally.
Ended up watching. But Maria was at work, so I watched Mean Girls 2 with Noelle. Shout out Noelle.
Mean Girls 2.
Because I was like, we should watch Mean Girls when Maria gets off work. But I was like, let's do. It was after the surround sound meeting. I was like, I'm just gonna go over there. I was like, you want to watch Mean Girls 2? Pretty bad movie. And then we watched Mean Girls.
5 star.
I gave it 3.5.
That's fair.
I feel like that's valid.
No, that is valid. That's
there's some stuff that doesn't age well with Mean Girls.
Yeah. But it's a time capsule.
Yeah, okay,
it is a time capsule.
But if you can give Blade Runner a 5 stars despite the rape,
right?
And that, it doesn't age well, but it's like, yeah, it's Blade Runner though, right? Then let me have 5-star Mean Girls. Like, let me have that.
No, that's fair.
Also, I was actually going to mention Mean Girls anyway, because I missed October 3rd Mean Girls Day. I didn't watch Mean Girls. I'm a fan. I'm a genuine Mean Girls fan.
See,
it is really good.
I'm not mad that I missed October 3rd for Mean Girls, but you know that meme that's like, I'm going to Disney World October 3rd. So if you want to come on down, come on down. I'm mad that I missed that.
I don't know what you're referring to.
It's so good. You have to watch it. It's a really old Vine. Okay. It's a little girl. She made a slideshow of selfies of herself, and it's like a voiceover. And she's like, I'm going to Disney World October 3rd.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what that was either.
Oh
I was
my
just trying
God.
to I was just trying to make Betsy feel better.
I had a feeling. I was like, if I bring this up, no one's gonna know what I'm talking about.
can show
but
us
it's
after.
iconic. It's so good. The listeners will know.
Our French listeners will know.
Thank you, France. I was gonna say something good. Oh, have you guys ever heard of Meryl Streep?
No.
Who?
I have no idea who that is.
Are you being for real? No, you're joking.
Meryl Street.
Streep.
Yeah.
Merle
Street.
Street.
What's up with Meryl?
Okay.
Wait, her name's Meryl. You ever think of like usually you just say Meryl Streep. I've never like really considered that her name is Meryl.
Imagine like, hey Meryl, it's been a while.
Imagine like, yeah.
It's a beautiful name.
Have you guys seen these shorts on
Yes.
on
Yeah.
Did you know that's Meryl Streep?
Yeah.
Did you know have you seen this before?
I also
No.
had to watch that in art school.
The whole movie?
Yeah.
Would you recommend it? Because
It is. It's really good.
It's all on YouTube.
Yeah.
I just found that out, and I keep seeing these shorts, and it makes me want to cry.
You know what
time.
else is
Yeah.
on YouTube? Mean Girls 2.
Yeah,
for free with ads.
Dude, Surfs Up was on YouTube.
Mean
for a
Girls
while
2
for
was
free.
less racist than Mean Girls 1.
Okay. Yeah.
There is just they show a map of the cafeteria and there's a table that just says blacks. I'm like,
No, but that's a commentary. Dude, can we do a Mean Girls episode?
was like,
because
all right, come on.
That's a commentary on like the social groups that high schools make. That's not like an actual racist thing. It's a commentary on the subconscious racism that high schoolers have.
Right.
Go ahead, Isaac. What's up?
Is Mean Girls 1, I've never seen it. Is Mean Girls 1 more racist than One Battle After Another?
Well,
That's a great question, actually. That's actually a phenomenal question.
I think
That's a philosophical question.
I think the Mean Girls defender and fan needs to comment on that.
Okay.
Are you gonna?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I'd ask you I would ask you, Isaac, to define racism. No, genuinely, because
Because clearly there is racism in One Battle
Suddenly,
After
this
Another.
has turned into like a college campus debate.
No, I'll just turn on the camera audio so we'll hear you. I say define racism because One Battle After Another does not harm marginalized groups in any way at all, right? So that means by definition it's not racist. However, there's so many racist themes, right? And like slurs are used. So that's why I asked, like, how would you define racism?
I would define racism with 4 words. That being that it's one battle after another.
So your definition of racism is actually helping marginalized groups and
No,
opening
but
people's eyes to that.
what I would say about it, and here's the thing about that movie, it legitimately, racism is one battle after another. It is every time you feel like you've made progress in not being prejudiced or hateful towards a group of people for the way that they look or the way that they talk or stereotypes here and there. It just keeps escalating as we go, and that is what racism is, and it is the continued battles against.
It's like one battle after another. You would
But
say.
here's what I'll say, and we didn't talk about it on the episode because I watched the movie again, and I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I did see lots of people talk. And to clarify, camera listeners,
None of you just, bro. At this point, just hop in frame.
Yeah, do you want to have a seat right here?
stand by.
To clarify for people before I talk about this very serious subject.
Wait,
Thank you. No, you don't. No.
You're the guest. You're the guest.
Yeah.
They hate when I play with the mic.
Yeah, we need Isaac not touching it.
Just get close for just.
Nice. To clarify,
Come in.
Yeah, there you go. Just clarify real quick. Oh my gosh, you got
to clarify, I am not white. I'm not an ounce white at all. So me saying this is not a crazy thing. But a lot of African Americans were very upset with the portrayal specifically of black women in One Battle After Another, and a lot of it is valid. They're painted as whores for the most part. They use their bodies as weapons, which there's a lot that goes into that. I think that it actually is not that strong of a thing. I think the sexuality is used as a powerful thing in the movie, but it is very much so easy to portray it as that.
It's stereotypical.
I would say yes, it is stereotypical, but also it's like the character Jungle Pussy, for example, that's a real rapper named Jungle Pussy who was just being herself in the movie.
Right.
Like, and I think people are missing stuff like that. But
sure.
Besides the point, there is racism in Oba.
Yeah, I don't want to get too deep into Oba here.
So one battle after another is more racist, but in like a beautiful way.
Well, I mean,
You don't think the racism in Mean Girls is beautiful?
I will say
the Asian nerds table.
Yeah, no, that's actually what I was going to bring up. There is the use of some might call it the N-word.
They don't use it in. Oh, they do.
No, they use it in Mean Girls.
The Asians.
And it's not by a black person. It's not by a white person either. But it's also not in English.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
And I will say the use of the N-word is the punchline there. So I guess I would say Mean Girls is more racist. That's
where we got.
This will be the most played reel that you've ever played.
Yeah, no.
I'm not posting this, dude. People are getting the wrong idea.
I can see the YouTube
dig
title. Mean Girls racist?
I'm a Mean Girls truther. Anyway, we need to let's talk about these films.
Yeah, are we getting into the potatoes? No, we're getting into the meat. We have the potatoes after.
We're gonna get meaty first, and then we're gonna get starchy.
Let's get meaty. How do you want to do this?
How do you mean?
Do you want to? Should we go through points? I mean, I didn't write down 3 main points, but we can maybe just popcorn with each other, and once we have each touched on 3 things that we really want to discuss, then we can move forward, or we can just go through our notes like we did with him.
I don't want to go through the notes because although him was like a pretty good episode, I think it was like just one person talking, another person talking,
True.
Person talking. And I'd rather it be all of us talking together to each other. There was something I forgot to bring up. Let's take a rewind back to the appetizers here.
And I
we can
get a rewind just this once.
Shout out.
Are you about to talk about Taylor Swift?
We got to talk about Taylor Swift. We got to talk about Taylor Swift. Isaac, you're off. This is off limits for you. If you guys want to hear Isaac's take on Taylor Swift, follow Chatter with Hatter on Instagram.
How do you spell it?
CHATTAR.
No.
I thought it was like a play on his last name.
Chatter the word with
Chatar with
Hatar
Hatar.
with Hatar.
It's gonna linked in the description. Dude, what's going on? What's going on with this Taylor Swift?
Did you listen to it, Betsy?
No.
Would you consider
no.
Swiftie?
Okay, my feelings about Taylor Swift are very convoluted because I am a folklore truther.
Yeah, so am I. We all are. I like Bon Iver too.
Yeah. Well, and my ex-boyfriend was like a huge Aaron Dessner Bon Iver fan, and so that we honestly could not really care less about her until I got into folklore.
Sure.
And I remember when it came out, I listened to it and I really liked it. And then, of course, I love Evermore.
Right.
And then, what was that? Midnights was next.
Was that next? I thought there was a bad one before
Lover.
Midnights. Was it Lover
Was
after
Lover
that?
before Folklore? Lover was before Folklore.
Honestly, who cares?
I think. I don't know. But I loved Folklore, loved Evermore, got into her because of those 2 albums. And then the Eras Tour happened, and I was like, this is really cool. I can really respect this level of performance and art and athleticism that goes into this kind of production. And so I really admired her for that. And then I just feel like everything blew up after that. Because I hated the Tortured Poets department.
No, I don't think anyone liked it. Even the Swifties didn't like that one.
I really wanted to love it because I feel like it was pitched to me as a singer-songwriter album, which was what I liked about her previous work that I liked. Hated it, right? And also, why is it 40 songs long?
We don't need to be doing that.
So then this album came out, and I didn't really give a crap about it before it came out, honestly, because I knew I wasn't gonna like it,
Right.
Because I knew it was just gonna be about Travis Kelce, UC alum,
and his wee wee
Wood.
And his wood, yeah. The whole thing is just girl, what?
I got really scared because when we were going to see Smashing Machine, and I got
Me
tickets.
too. It was like.
It was there's gonna be
turquoise and orange for me.
Oh, was there?
Yes,
no.
we got there,
So
and
I
it
got
was just.
I was freaked out because I was leaving kind of late, and when I got our tickets on the AMC app, there was like usually there is a disclaimer that's like, note, there are 25 to 30 minutes of trailers before the movie actually begins. And when I got, no matter what showing I clicked on, it said, note, the Taylor Swift final showgirl like exclusive clip will play, and then the movie will like promptly follow. And I was like, so are they gonna just not do 30 minutes of trailers? And I was like booking it to the theater.
And I was
like,
here pooping.
I was like, if I'm gonna said that, if I'm gonna miss the opening of Smashing Machine because Taylor Swift bought out all of these theaters to play, but she didn't. Thank you, Taylor.
Well, hold on. She still kind of did, because we couldn't watch the Smashing Machine in Dolby because
True.
I couldn't either.
I was going insane on my personal Instagram. Follow Spicy Boy.
Underscore in between
in between every single letter of
follow
Spicy
S
Boy.
underscore P underscore I.
And then the Y in boy is actually an I. So wait, what was I saying?
I know exactly the kind of person you were in high school based on that Instagram handle.
Toxically conservative?
That's all I have to say.
If that's what you're assuming, that's correct. That's what I was in high school. I am delivered. However,
delivered.
I'm a Mean Girls truther.
Bro, I saw Mean Girls and everything changed.
I had a point. Oh yeah,
you're going
I was going
crazy.
crazy on Instagram because we were trying to get our tickets for the Smashing Machine, and there were a whopping total of 4 showings all day on Friday for the Smashing Machine, and I was like, why? Why are there no like Dolby? And I go over and I look at this stupid Taylor Swift hour-long music video or whatever the fart it is.
It's like a lyric video.
Do any of the listeners out there want to guess how many showings there were?
Why don't you take a guess how many showings there were instead of Smashing Machine on the opening Friday? We're waiting. Go ahead.
Do you know the answer, Betsy?
Lock in your
I have no idea. If
bets
I
in
had
the
to
comments.
guess, I
Do you know
would
the answer,
say-
Forrest?
I know the answer.
Me
Can
too.
I guess? Were there 9 showings?
More.
Wait, Some might say you have to double that and then do
What,
a
like
little bit more.
25?
There were 20 showings.
Oh my god.
20 showings. We couldn't watch.
They were like all 15 minutes after each other too. Like it was like 3:15, 3:30, all the way until like 9 o'clock. And I was like, dude, she just has like the whole theater bought out at this point.
Yeah, well, I did miss the opening of the Smashing Machine,
Dang.
unfortunately. And it was not my fault. It was the person that drove me there.
Really long
But-
opening credit sequence though, so you're
Was
fine.
it?
Yeah,
Because
It was kind of cool though.
I don't want to
thought.
Yeah,
get
it was
into
cool.
the meat and potatoes of it, but leaving, like, we were like, damn, a little disappointing. Like, and then he was like, well, maybe the first 10 minutes would have saved it. Like, maybe if we were there for the first 10 minutes, it would have saved
Nah,
it.
it wouldn't have.
What's
Can
up,
Thomas
Isaac?
pull a quick stat?
No, you're Isaac. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. It was showed
Thomas
in
isn't here right now.
3,700 theaters for 3 days in 70% of the theater each day.
Wow.
That is an assault on cinema. Like, I hate to sound like a bitch, like, and that I know how awful that sounds, but that I'm not gonna say
Well,
the
it
word. I
was
kind of feel
crazy
ashamed.
when we got there. We went to the AMC in Newport. We're like going up the escalator, and as we're going up, it's like we just see a sea of orange and turquoise.
Wow.
Like it looked like a cartoon the way, and these girls
kinda
were
looks like a
decked out. As we're going up the escalator, there's like a couple going down the escalator, and the guy and the woman, they had matching shirts that were like, I'm the Swiftie like husband.
That's
and hers was like,
awesome.
I'm the Swiftie wife. Like people were all decked out and all dressed up for this.
That's Jake and Amanda, but Jake is the Swiftie husband.
Honestly, we should
And
have
Amanda's just a nurse.
watched it and covered it for
Was
the
she a nurse?
episode.
We should have.
Okay.
I my friend Izzy though, also my tattoo artist, who's gonna be on the show eventually.
Shout out Izzy.
Shout out Izzy.
Shout out tattoos.
Yeah, and tattoos. He made a good point though, and he said that like in a way, so many people are going to the movie theater who wouldn't have been going anyway, and like this is packing theaters. So in a way, she is supporting movie theaters.
But
Yeah.
is it a movie?
But I want
No,
people
but
to
people are
go see
paying
one
for it.
battle after another.
And it was
true.
only like an
That's valid.
hour-long runtime.
I want
so-
people to go support Benny.
Well,
you know?
yeah, but the movie theater is like going to be making so much money off of this that they wouldn't
Yeah,
have otherwise made. So
that's
like,
true.
But do you guys want to get into the meat here?
Yeah.
Or-
Let's get into the
Can I
meat.
do a transitional data point?
Sure, yeah. Let's hear your data point again.
88% of tickets purchased for the Life of a Showgirl viewing was female,
Well, yeah,
and 70% white. And 70% of tickets purchased for the Smashing Machine were male.
Wow.
That is why you and I were at
I think I
Machine
was the
on
only
Friday.
woman in my theater.
Really, the whole thing. We had.
I think there was like
We
a
had-
dad and daughter in front of us. So
There was a sleeping man behind us.
Oh my! Oh wait, no, that was Good Boy. That was for Good Boy.
No, that was Smashing Machine.
No, it was.
Yes, it was. 'Cause
Oh,
I
you're
remember
right. It was.
This guy was like snoring very loudly,
I was
and we
getting
weren't
annoyed.
in Dolby, so we couldn't get drowned out by the sound.
I did want to say real quick before we get into the meat and potatoes, because I got my free A24 ticket to see
Oh,
this.
yeah.
So that's why I had
So
to go.
does that just work for any theater you want to go to?
No, so that's what I was going to say. That's why I had to go all the way to the AMC in Newport. That's why we were late. But
Well, how does that work? You pick
can-
the theater.
you can only go to certain theaters on opening weekend. So it has to be an AMC, but like the closest AMC to me is the Newport or the Westchester. And there was some reason why I couldn't go to the Westchester one, so I had to go to the Newport one. But when I booked the ticket, I got it like close to the screen because like I remember we like got into an argument about like sitting close and far, and then ever since then I started sitting a little bit closer and a little bit closer, and I was like, okay, I kind of get it, I guess. But because I knew I was going to be on the show, I was like, I'll sit closer and like get the Retconnd experience.
the
of this
Retconnd
movie.
experience. That's awesome.
So I like get there, and the guy that I was with like went to the bathroom, and I sat down, and he comes in and he was like, I thought this movie was going to be sold out because you picked the third row. And he was like, I walked in expecting it to be like totally sold out.
No, you
And it
picked the
was
third
just
row
us
because
in
it's
third
the
row.
best
because
row.
you're smart. Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
row
Right.
C truther.
Row C, dude.
That's where we were. We were on row C,
Row
slightly
C
right
is like
of center.
immediately what I go for, and if it's taken, then I actually like roll my eyes and my life flashes. I'm like, oh my, I'm gonna have to fucking do like D or E.
What if row C is the handicap row? Don't
No,
believe you.
That's always
it's
B.
always D. It's usually D in the standard theater. It was B when we saw Good Boy because we were in the small one, and so C is actually on the elevated row.
It
I
was
think it
C
was the
when I
same
saw
way.
Good Boy.
Yeah.
It was C.
Oh.
So I sat in D.
What the hell?
Are we getting meaty here?
Yeah.
Let's get meaty. Betsy, why don't you kick things off and just I
Wait,
don't know, bring up some what
Okay.
Well, should we do let's do the
Yeah.
spread.
Wait, Betsy,
We
I
gotta
also
do
want
the
you to be
spread.
aware that you are able to adjust your mic if you'd like to.
Is it not?
No,
is
it's
it in
good.
my
I'm just saying
bag?
I didn't know it. Like
Am I-
for me, I'd be really uncomfortable with it, like in my face, the way that it is. So I'm just saying, if you'd like to, you may.
Oh.
Forrest, I'm in SOS.
Why are
Can
you
you look
always
up-
in SOS when we shoot? What does
Can
that
you
even
look
do?
up the
Like,
spread?
Yeah, man, I'll look up the spread. You.
My
rat.
guess is 3-4.
You think it's 3-4?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's higher than that. My guess is 3.6.
It is 3-3.
Wow.
Wow.
3.3. So what
It's
we're
going down.
what
It
we're
is
doing
going down.
here.
It was 3.7 when I saw it.
What we're doing here is we're saying whether we think that like the Smashing Machine deserves higher or lower than the average letterbox rating, which is currently at 3.3. Shall we?
Shall we get our thumbs ready?
You know, Betsy, why don't you go ahead and count us down?
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Higher. Oh, very nice, guys.
Isaac said lower. Wait, let me actually double check this because I think I might have been wrong here. Actually, what did I say?
You said 3-3.
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, there's a lot of nuance to mine. That's why. There's like a ton of nuance to my rating. But we can get into that a little later. It's a little foreshadowing.
What's your rating? Can we just go down the line and say what our ratings were?
We do that at the end.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We like to edge the audience.
Well, I see. Actually, can I just keep it like there? I remember.
So you're a 3-3.
No, I'm not. It's
You can keep it in the middle, buddy.
I I remember now because I was like, I did higher, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not right, because it could be a 2 or it could be a 5. I need your guys' help.
Oh, I'll help you.
I feel kind of similarly. I didn't take notes because it felt disingenuous. I wanted to give my honest thoughts. But there were aspects about it that I really liked and I really enjoyed, but I left underwhelmed and disappointed. And I think this movie was maybe my most anticipated movie of the year, because the Safdie brothers were like some of the first few directors that like really got me into film. Like I remember seeing Good Time in the theater for the first time. And when I saw Uncut Gems in the theater for the first time, I saw it 3 times in the theater when it came out, because it impacted me that much. And I just remember I kept wanting to see it because I kept wanting to hear and see people's reactions like in real time, like in the theater. So I was like, I want this experience. So I kept going for it. So I was so excited. And I remember thinking that, like, you know, 2 people aren't as strong separately as they are together. So I was like, I don't know if this is going to be collaborators are usually always stronger than artists independently.
Have you ever seen Honey Don't?
Yeah, well, so I was worried that was going to happen with the Safdie brothers when they broke up, that they were going to be like the Coen brothers. And that's what it was. Because I haven't seen Honey Don't because I saw Drive Away Dolls.
Yeah,
so I saw Drive Away Dolls and I was like, I don't think I'm going to see Honey Don't because I know what to expect.
Josh is going to deliver us.
Oh my
Marty
gosh,
Supreme.
yeah. I'm so excited
But
for that.
honestly, I was more excited about The Smashing Machine than I was for Marty Supreme.
Me too.
Like, and also, I'm going to relate this movie a lot to The Iron Claw during this discussion, and I know I am, because The Iron Claw is one of my favorite movies.
Okay, I was going to say, you be careful, because that's a 5-star.
No,
that
it's
is a 5-star
for me too. I've seen that movie probably 20 times. That's one of my most rewatched movies. Like,
That's
I
awesome.
love that
It's
movie.
a great movie.
And I don't know. I'm sorry, am I allowed to curse here?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I probably not going to a lot.
I don't know shit about wrestling. I don't know shit about fighting. I don't know anything about it. But I saw that movie. My expectations were like on the ground. And I left like my world was changed, because I think that movie is one of the best examples of toxic masculinity that we have ever. Like, I could show that movie to anybody and be like, I think this, like, if you want to know what toxic masculinity is, this is it, and they would get it. Like,
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Go for it.
I want to hear your full breakdown on the toxic masculinity thing. I think we should synopsize this first.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Also, we say
Right.
synopsize a lot. Is that an actual word? I feel like you might know that, if synopsize is a word.
I think you say synopsize a lot.
Yeah, we being the voices in my head.
within me.
It is an actual word.
Let's go. My dad was an English major.
All right, thesaurus.
I mean, yeah.
This movie follows the real life story of Mark Kerr, who
Marker. Sharpie. Yo!
You did dress up.
Wait, dude, wait.
All right, relax.
Mark Kerr, still alive, what is featured in the film.
Yes. Spoiler warning.
Was a UFC fighter in the 90s, and this kind of follows his life, his struggles with drug addiction and his relationship with his girlfriend Dawn,
Yes.
as well as his best friend Mark Coleman, again, who's played by another real life fighter. A lot of real life people in here,
Which
but
his
it's kind of
performance was really good for being a fighter.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought.
It was really
Oh,
good.
yeah. But yeah, it just follows Mark's life for like a few years, and like how he overcomes struggles and whatnot.
When we gave our thumb rating, did we say what we did, if we did higher or lower?
I said higher,
I said higher.
Okay.
and then I said, "Oh, nice." We were all higher.
yeah,
Isaac
I just want to
gave a
make sure
thumbs
for
down.
audio only. Yeah, because I just
Yeah.
realized, I just
yeah.
thought about that. Anyway, sorry, keep going. You're doing
No,
great.
that's it. That's the movie.
It's a good synopsis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you were about to say something though before you, and then you said, "Let's." Oh,
No,
the
I
toxic
wanted to hear more
masculinity
about-
breakdown.
But that's like a whole thing.
Sure,
That's like
that's
we
why
don't
we're
have to
here
get
for.
into it.
That's
but like,
literally what
but all that to say is that I think the Iron Claw is so great at depicting the same exact themes and a very similar story. And I think it does it better, right? And it's so hard for me not to watch a movie that is so similar in so many ways and not compare the two, especially like coming out within a few years of each other. And so I honestly, and especially me, somebody that doesn't know anything about fighting or wrestling or that world at all whatsoever.
That's what he's here for.
That's really the only comparison that I can draw is between those two movies. And I went into the Smashing Machine, I guess, expecting a similar experience. And I didn't. Like, I just felt like it fell flat in comparison to the Iron Claw in a lot of ways.
But you still think it deserves more than a 3.3?
3.3. I give it a... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Cut that out.
Spoilers.
Cut that out. I did. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think it does well because there are a lot of aspects about it that I really love, even though the story and the storytelling falls flat. Like the performances, obviously incredible across the board. Every single performance is incredible. And I remember there were two things I wanted to say. One, The Rock looks insane. Emily Blunt looks insane. Yeah. And that's it. Those are my two things. That's really it. You could end the episode there.
Okay. But so thank you for watching Retconnd.
But those, I mean, like that's the thing. Like the performances are insane. There are some things about the camera work that I like. Sometimes. But I think that it feels very shticky. Like it feels like a shtick.
The camera work?
Yeah. Like it feels like, oh,
I'm looking up who the DP is for this.
You know, they wanted to film it like a reality show.
Yeah.
But then when it's all said and done, it's not presented like a reality show in any other way. You know what I mean? Like if they were going to go for that, they should have just full blown gone for that. Like interviewed people or
like The Office kind of.
I guess, or like Best in Show. Like there are so many other movies that do that style and that format and do it well in a way that's not like The Office. But I don't know how you do it without making it look like a comedy or seem like a comedy, because that's what we see in pop culture for things that are filmed like that. But it just felt very shticky. Like it felt like it was too much. I felt like maybe there were some moments where I was like, I could appreciate some breathing room here. Like every single shot was like, and I'm sure that was intentional. It felt claustrophobic. It felt like, you know, I can't breathe, whatever. But so that was like, but there were some things about that I did enjoy sometimes. Loved the score. The score was great.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
But the story just to me was not nearly as engaging as I needed it to be or I wanted it to be. And I hated the ending.
I mean, that's life.
It's not that I hated how it ended. I hated that he looked at us and went, "See you next time." Whatever. Like I was like, oh, we just had this very serious, like, you know, dramatic, like hour and a half, 2 hours, just for him to be like, "That's all, folks." You know, like
Looney Tunes mentioned again.
So I guess those are my 3 points.
Yeah.
What do you have to say, Forrest?
I just, did you see me making faces the whole time? Because I kind of
I was trying to get my phone to work so I could look up who shot this.
Yeah. I agree with the camera work thing for the most part. However, I thought it was less of a reality show and more of like a documentary style thing.
Sure, but yeah.
And it did kind of feel that way because we're like, but almost like in a way that's like a nature documentary.
Right.
Because we're watching Emily Blunt and The Rock interact with each other it really
His
felt
name
like I
is
was
Dwayne.
Actually, I'm glad you say that because my first note was in the first 5 minutes, you realize that this is not a The Rock movie. This is a Dwayne Johnson movie. Yeah. Because The Rock sucks at acting, at being like making anything that has any meaning at all. And in this, like, you can tell that it felt to me like this is the first time he's made a movie that he actually cared about.
Yeah.
Which I know he cared about Red 1.
And what about Moana?
Well,
okay. he was in Moana for the bag. It felt like, and I didn't see any interviews with him because I cannot stand him. I really don't like him.
Wait, really?
I hate him. I like
even when he hosted the Kids' Choice Awards.
I like Tooth Fairy, but like
no, the game plan.
I don't.
Okay, well, you're just not.
He's annoying. I got into wrestling a little bit because of Isaac. He sucks in wrestling.
Forrest has been listening to me describe the domestic terrorism that Dwayne Johnson has been enacting on my life for the last 4 years of knowing me.
I hated him before that too because I would always see him like once a year. He would drop this video on YouTube called like the most insane cheat day, and he would like pretend like he's never been to a fast food restaurant before. He's like, wait, what? We're at the store. It's called In-N-Out? That doesn't make any sense. I'm getting goosebumps.
Wait, I need to watch this. I have to watch this.
But he does one every year, and he acts like he's never heard of a burger before. So anyway, I hate him. I think he's corny. I think he's annoying. All of his movies suck. Mm-hmm. And then, but for this though, okay, I meant to do research on this. I did not have time to do it. I meant to get a printout for you guys. He had a contract. He cannot lose fights in movies.
I've heard about this. Yeah.
Spoiler alert: he lost a fight in this one. He lost two fights.
Yeah.
One of them was a no contest. The other one he lost, which is fair and square. Fair. And for me, it's like I did not watch any interviews because I hate him. However, that to me felt like so analogous to his own life. I feel like he might be growing as a human being for the first time in his life, for the first time in 50 years. He might be growing as a human. I don't even know how old. How old is he, Isaac?
He's like 53.
Okay, so for the first time in 50 years, then he was probably that tall when he was 3. He's growing, and like the fact he put his pride aside. I don't know. I could be so off base here, and please tell me if you think I am. But I just see a lot of Dwayne Johnson in this
character.
In this person, Marker.
Sorry, the person.
Marker. Well, I mean, I guess they made him a character a little bit, I'm sure. But
that's like something I saw a lot about when I was like doing research on the movie. It's like how similar of people they are.
It feels like he's grown.
It really does. But see, that's the other thing though that I struggled with was that I was like, I don't really know if he's playing a character here.
Yeah,
which not in a
bad
way.
Yeah,
not in a bad way. But it was like I really do feel like there's a lot of The Rock in this movie that I.
There's no The Rock. That's my point.
Well, there's Dwayne Johnson.
Please say, what do you got to say, dude?
This movie is just The Rock if he cried twice.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's why it sucks. Dude, they are meat riding Dwayne Johnson for this performance.
You're not on this episode. You're in the back.
He clicked on me.
I did tap it. I did tag him in. I thought he was going to
he's a playable character.
You thought you were going to say something nice. Yeah. Okay, and you said something mean, so now you have to be quiet
kind of agree with that.
minutes.
I do kind of agree with that. I really did feel like because everyone was like, "This is The Rock's best performance ever," and it was.
Well,
it is.
His performance was incredible.
But it's also like how much of it was him really performing, and how much of it was him just like we were talking about, like men just like yelling, like being in movies and yelling.
No,
like how-
no. Well,
I thought
that's not what I was saying. No, about sorry, go, Liam. I've been talking too much.
I was gonna say I think Dwayne is incredible in this movie.
Yeah,
I think he's so good, and I mean, I don't know. I haven't really watched a lot of The Rock movies, but like, I don't know. He's like acting very well, and I don't know. I see actually just a lot of nuance in how, like, he's been making movies for a long time.
Yeah.
Whether or not the movies are good, like, he has experience, obviously, for decades being in front of the camera. Also, beyond that, performing in the wrestling ring, and he has that whole thing. And I think he knows how to perform really well. And I mean, the Safdie brothers always do this. They get Adam Sandler,
right?
Who like, dude, Adam Sandler was just making like Grown Ups since like, Adam Sandler was a great
basketball
movie.
at college campuses.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, and they bring out an amazing performance in somebody who is otherwise not a great actor,
right?
Same thing, sort of, I guess, with Robert Pattinson, like. He was kind of entering his like indie boy era, doing a bunch of weird stuff after Twilight. At the time, that was like the first big one.
Role. Yeah,
and people were like, "Oh, Robert Pattinson actually is a great actor."
Right.
And I don't know. I think with it just being The Rock, it's like a little silly, but I thought he was incredible. And I also just like love like boxing movies, like movies about dudes fighting. I just love. They always get me. One of my favorite movies of all time is Warrior with Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton. It's incredible.
So
it gets me
good.
every time. It's so good. And I thought we were heading kind of that direction when they get down to the finalists, and I was like, oh, he's going to have to fight Coleman. They're going to have to fight each other, and then it's going to become a Warrior thing.
Right. Yeah,
where
that's what I thought.
You seen Warrior?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
But I thought that's
so
where the
good.
movie was going.
Yeah.
Like,
You should
was
watch
that they were
Warrior.
going to have to fight each
You should
other.
watch Warrior.
Well, I do like fighting. I mean, like, I grew up watching Rocky a lot with my dad. And, like, my dad is the reason why I'm into film and why I love movies. And so, like, you know, the Iron Claw, I love the Iron Claw. But I honestly... the movie was not as predictable as I thought it was going to be, which was a plus. Which was a plus for the movie.
Yes,
plus
and
half star.
I
for
really
that
like
one.
Benny Safdie, and I think what's great about The Rock's performance too is that like Benny Safdie also is an amazing actor, and I think that is a very important thing as a director. I think that's
Right.
what makes a lot of directors really, really good, is if they understand acting really well. And I think the fact that Benny is such a gifted actor, I think he is a very, very good director. And I've watched some behind the scenes stuff with him talking about the movie, and he's just like so passionate about this. And like, it does make me love the movie a little bit more. I agree. Like, while I was watching it, I was like, what's going on here? Like, this kind of like stuff is like happening, but it's like, it's unpredictable in a way.
Yeah.
And then the movie does kind of just end, and he does the weird Mark Kerr thing, like, see you guys. And I kind of liked it because I love The Curse. I don't know if you guys have seen The Curse, but that's Benny Safdie's show with Nathan Fielder that they did for Showtime with A24. It's Nathan Fielder and Emma Stone. It's insanely good. Same guy that shot The Curse, so it has that weird, like, it's a fly on the wall kind of camera
Yeah, but
work.
The Curse is like a comedy surrealist.
Sort of, yeah.
It's not.
But every episode would end, and I'm like, I have no clue what's going to happen next episode. And then the last thing that I ever would have guessed would happen the next episode, especially the finale. Like the finale of that show, genuinely.
I might still watch it, so be careful.
I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm just going to say, and for anyone listening, if you guys ever watch The Curse, the final episode, what happens in that episode, you could guess. I could give you 1 billion guesses, I think, and you won't get it. Like, I think there's 10 episodes. I want you to watch all 9, and then I want you to tell me what you think is going to transpire in the final episode. You're not going to get it. It is the most ridiculous thing of all time, and it's so good. And I mean, it's not the same as this. This is not surreal in the same way that The Curse is, but I like the day in the life kind of thing. Like, it's a bit plotless, and you are just kind of following Mark Kerr, but Dwayne is so good at being Mark. I don't know. He's just like, I kept leaning over to Forrest during the movie. I was like, dude, he's so fucking nice. He's so sweet. And anytime, but that also feeds into how toxic his relationship is with Dawn.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys how you felt about that.
Yeah, I want to say something more about Dwayne first. Dwayne, because we were talking about, it's just he's not even playing a role. His performance isn't that. I think the implication is that his performance isn't that impressive because he's just playing himself. Is that kind of your implication?
Yeah, but I don't know. I've gone back and forth, and I go back and forth. These are just like thoughts that I have that maybe, I don't think that discredits the role being as impactful as it is.
Sure.
It's a great role
I still
for
think,
him.
yes, I think that. Like, I think that his performance is just maybe not as impressive as people have been like throwing in my face.
Yeah, no,
you know
and
what
that's
I mean?
reasonable. But like you were just saying, like how he was so kind and he was like making my heart so happy.
Yeah.
I promise you, Dwayne the Cock Johnson has never done that other than performatively. And
You have not met Dwayne Johnson.
Nope,
You don't know
guarantee.
this.
Hey, I said guarantee. You can't undo that.
I can.
All right, fine.
I can undo anything that I want.
However, that he's only ever hardened my heart and made it and taken the light from it. That's all he's ever
Well,
done.
your heart grew 3 sizes.
And it grew 3 sizes.
I have this. I just have this idea of Dwayne Johnson being just a very like kind and
Yeah,
charismatic.
me too.
And, like,
I always thought
guy.
that he was just like
No.
a fun
Is he evil?
guy.
He's evil.
Why?
Because he's never heard of In-N-Out Burgers every 2 years.
Okay,
He's so
but
hung up
dude,
on
any
this
kind of like
cheat day.
fitness wrestler, bodybuilder type of dude, they're gonna be fucking annoying about food.
He is inauthentic. He is prideful. Like, this is just like, that's all. I mean, that's all you need. But okay, just the way, the soft spoken.
Could I get another mystery liquids?
Would you mind mistering me up too?
Can I also
Mistering.
have one?
Thank
One
you.
for yourself, brother.
Thank you, Isaac. And treat yourself to a little something.
Thomas Jr. Could I get Carl's Jr.?
Can I quickly say?
No, it hasn't been 5 minutes
If
yet.
you say it, you got to be closer to the cameras so we can hear you. Isaac said, "Can I quickly say?"
And we'll see it. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. What was I saying? You guys, I have ADHD. You can't do this to me.
You were saying
We
that
were talking
Dwayne
about
Johnson is evil.
How much you hate him.
Yes.
And how awful his eating habits
but he
are.
softened your heart.
It
Yeah,
was
your heart grew 3 sizes.
specifically that very
brother.
early
Take one down,
scene.
pass it around.
Oh, thank you. The very early scene when he's in the hospital or the emergency room,
incredible?
and that woman is like,
Oh, I did see that one.
yeah,
I did see that.
The woman is like, are you like a fighter? And he's like, yeah, I fight. And then are you ever mad at each other? He's like, no, we're never mad. Like, just something about his demeanor.
Well, and his friendship with Mark Coleman. Is that his name?
Yeah,
Mike,
yeah,
Mike Coleman.
It's
Both
Mark.
Mark.
They're
They
both
both are
Mark.
Mark.
Yeah.
That was really sweet.
I'm just
I
like,
really loved
Yeah.
that.
He-
That
okay.
could have been evil,
and
but it wasn't.
I'm talking all this mess. I hope I'm wrong about The Rock. I really am. I
think you
really
are.
do.
I think you are.
But you guys have no evidence
Peanut
to support
gallery.
that he's a nice person, and I have all the evidence in the world to support
I
that
will
he's a bad
research
person.
this next episode. I will let you know my full thoughts.
Isaac, you are an authority here. Don't get too deep into this, but just say.
Very quickly, just there is plenty of evidence, and the biggest thing that's anti Dwayne Johnson is how selfish he is and how constantly, publicly, he will put his desires and needs over other people's, and it has single-handedly tanked careers, it's tanked studios, it's tanked other,
Yeah.
So that's very public knowledge.
And a lot of this is in the realm of WWE, correct?
No, this is also movies.
Oh.
Well, there
You
have
ask anybody that
We can't get too deep into.
It's because, and he can't do it because Benny is just. I love Benny. Like Benny Safdie, I think is just a person that I just want to.
Yeah,
spend
I
time
feel the
with
same
him.
way. I feel the same way.
Like-
That's why I was so excited about this movie.
Yeah.
Because I love him. And I hated Licorice Pizza, but I loved him in that movie.
I need to rewatch Licorice Pizza.
I also
You
need
gotta
to
watch The
rewatch
Curse.
it. I
He's
know.
so-
It's
and he-
been on my list for so long, but
he plays a character in that show too.
I know.
Named Dougie.
I will
He's
watch
so
it.
good.
But my New Year's resolution this year was to watch 365 movies, so I have to knock that out before I watch any TV shows.
You should do that.
Yeah, I'm
Mine
currently
was
at
to
like
do 500,
220.
and I'm like 220 something. So
I'm at like
I'm not
220.
getting. I'm
I
not
was
getting
thinking
there.
about doing like 1 billion, probably.
Yeah, I'm already at 1 million.
I was gonna do 1
1,000.
William movies.
I don't know, but yeah, I love Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
That
I'm
was-
sorry
that was-
to throw us off.
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about this because I was just such a hater, and after watching this movie, like, I just truthfully think that like he did the undoable. He
Yeah.
warmed my heart,
And that's
he warmed
when-
my heart incredibly.
and you know, empathy is new to me.
Yeah,
Oh.
since last week.
Yeah, I'm learning how to.
I
emulate
will
empathy.
say, so some context though. I was watching Benny talk about the movie, and he did say that this was something that Dwayne really wanted to make years ago, like 2018 or 2019 or something.
Oh.
Dwayne knew about Mark Kerr and wanted to make a movie. There is also a documentary called The Smashing Machine.
Yes, I did.
And it's about Mark Kerr's life.
Yeah.
And I think Dwayne had seen that and wanted to make like a movie about it. I don't know if he necessarily wanted it to be Benny, but I don't know. I think like Benny was like in talks with Dwayne and like trying to support him. And then I think like COVID happened and all that. And Emily Blunt and Dwayne, I guess, are pals.
Are they actually
Yeah.
IRL
IRL, yeah.
on Baby?
And
Would you put that on Baby? Yes or no?
yeah, I'd put it on Baby.
You only get one of those a year, you know.
I'll put it on, baby. And I think he didn't explicitly say, but he was talking to Emily one time when they were working on something. It was probably Oppenheimer. And he was asking her if she knew anything about Dwayne still wanting to do this smashing machine thing. And he said something about finding that yellow Nautica sweater that he wears kind of towards the end of the movie. And he had like sent something to Dwayne, and it was like a nice letter or something about the movie. And then I think they got in talks and figured it out and then started making it. But I don't know. There's some great interviews with Benny if you guys want to listen to it afterwards. There's a great interview on The Big Picture. Shout out Sean Fennessy and Amanda Dobbins at The Big Picture. What did you guys think of their relationship, though? Because that's where,
I really want to talk about this.
His kindness is almost his downfall in a lot of ways, and when it comes to
it's an interesting way of putting it.
Not outside of their home, I'll say. I'm thinking about like the scene in the beginning when he is kind of preparing for the fight and she enters the room to talk.
That broke my heart.
Or like when it's the no contest thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
No, I was just gonna ask you because like I think we're both very passionate about this specific part of the movie. So how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this?
Well, the one thing I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna say this, and then you can like go for it.
Oh, take your time.
No,
the alarm is gonna go off in 10 minutes though, so just let you know.
This is just like the one thing I want to say. When I saw that they were married for like 7 years at the end credits, absolutely shocked.
Our jaws.
I was like, could not believe it.
Liam leans over. He goes, "Married?"
Yeah, they're not anymore.
I really thought that like that was gonna be it, and like that was it. That was the end. Like they had that horrible night. She got taken away. Like
taken away. That's a nice way. She was taken. She drifted away.
She took a nap.
And so I was like, that's it. Like that's closing the chapter on that. And I just, that's all. I was just really shocked. To learn that. And just, I felt like our character Marker had gone through a lot of personal growth and development throughout the film. And when I saw that, I was like, wow, that man took 12 steps back. But I don't know him and I don't know her. And I don't know their relationship, so I don't want to comment on it. But they, it is a relationship that was made public to the people. So I feel like maybe I can't make a comment.
No, absolutely. Yeah. If it's a movie, you're allowed to comment on that.
But it's also, that's the other thing too about these kinds of movies, that it's like over sensationalizing. Like it's taking this person's life and putting it into 2 hours and putting it out there as art for people to interpret somebody's real life.
Sure,
you know what I mean?
I feel like Mark probably had a decent hand in this.
Which is crazy. Like
Isaac, can you quickly explain his
Was his hand in me? Was his hand in him?
In him.
He was consulted using the documentary, but also every time that they finished a cut of the film, he watched it with Safdie.
Okay.
And they talked about it. He loves the movie. It helped him get through a lot of this trauma.
Oh,
wow. So yes, he really, really enjoyed it.
I forgot to plug in all of the lights. So
They're just going to slowly go out.
Yeah. The other one's going to go out any second.
That's so funny.
Another small note that feels important.
You keep talking. I'm gonna.
Yes. Mark Kerr has a lot more friends than it depicts in the movie. For simplicity's sake and for respect for his brother, who didn't want to be featured as much, they put a lot of that on Mark Coleman's character.
I love that dude. I got to look up this dude's name. Can you look up that dude's name?
Yes, I can.
Producer man.
Yeah, producer man.
Producer Isaac. We'll come up with a good name for you.
Isaac's pretty good. Thomas?
No, you're not Thomas.
Dude, you can't. There's only one Thomas, bro.
I know.
And we know who Thomas is.
Ryan Bader.
Ryan Bader. Shout out Ryan Bader. I thought he was incredible. Like, he really got me.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
The
like,
scene with his family.
Yeah.
Like.
The scene with when Mark Kerr is in the hospital for the first time.
Yeah.
When he OD'd.
Yeah.
And he flies out to talk to him, and it was just so real that like his performance there being like, hey buddy, like how you doing?
I thought that was beautiful.
Dude, it was so good.
Him breaking down.
Anytime he cried, I was so with it. I felt everything that The Rock was doing.
It didn't feel forced at all.
No. His performance was very, very natural.
Okay,
back to
Dawn.
Yes.
Dawn.
So we're talking about Dawn, and I'm very passionate about this for a few reasons.
Mm-hmm.
One, because I mean, you know me, Isaac knows me. You don't know me very well. I try so hard to communicate in my relationships. Like I try so hard, and I feel like I fail over and over and over again, and I hurt people. And I don't mean to, and I'm trying to be kind. I'm trying to be as kind as I can. I think I have so much self-control, and I think I'm doing the right thing. And so many times, there's just something that's just not connecting. And so, like, seeing, at least early on in the movie, the first act, seeing them both be trying to be kind to one another, and something's just not connecting, like, it hurt me so much to watch that because he's being kind and he's like, I'm great. Like, here are the scenes that got to me or the lines is when he would go, like, I'm grateful for that. I really am. But, and like that, I was like, I see myself in that because I'm trying to communicate how I feel about something while also giving credit where credit's due. I was like, oh man, they're both good people.
Yeah.
At first, I thought, and I didn't like, you mentioned toxic masculinity. With the things of like
my tummy.
Yeah.
I loved that scene.
I can't go on that.
Scene.
My tummy.
That's not what I was going to say.
I loved that scene.
I know you were talking about toxic masculinity. I was like, is he really that toxically masculine?
Well,
and then
I
I just thought about my tummy.
Were you referring to like the toxic masculinity? Were you referring to like when he would lose and then be like really upset and like not like kind of
well, but it's also like this idea that like men like that are the pinnacle of masculinity for TV or for a performance. Like when he's talking about, I love that rush of like everyone screaming my name and everybody
like
knowing who I am, and like that's the highest high. It's like the pinnacle of masculinity is beating another man up. That's the highest high he can get. But then when he's like alone to his own devices, when that falls through, when that fails, like what's there, what's left.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Or when it comes to like being in a relationship, or when it comes to being vulnerable, or when it comes to loving, or when it comes to like being somebody outside of that persona, what's left? Who are you?
Sure.
You know what I mean? And so that it's that exploration that like is really enticing to me. That's something that is really interesting to me. That's why I'm like gravitated towards these kinds of stories and like these kinds of movies, because I feel like it's a really accessible depiction of toxic masculinity for men, you know?
See, I think Fight Club is the best at that.
I knew you were going to that.
I actually rewatched that very recently. I read the book this summer.
I've never read the book, and I should.
Reading the book made me love the movie more because the movie is such an incredible adaptation of the book. The style is like beat for beat reflected in film. It's incredible. The way that it plays out from like reading it to film is the best I've ever seen.
Well, dude,
but anyways,
Fincher
you gotta
the
read
goat.
it.
I was about to say he does not miss.
But the Chuck, I think, worked on the screenplay for Fight Club, so I think that's probably why it's so
sure.
well.
Yeah, I mean, Fight Club is actually my favorite movie of all time.
Wow.
Number one.
Really? Like actually?
Yeah. What does that say about me?
You're a white dude with a mullet. You used to be conservative.
But
you don't communicate very well in relationships.
That's what I was getting at.
No, that's super fair. Yeah, I don't know. It just broke my heart because it's just they're trying.
It's so real too, and like obviously Emily Blunt is an incredible actress. I've seen some stuff about like you can say what you will about this role and like how she's like portrayed as like the woman in this relationship, but like it's tough because this is a real life. These are real life people that you're dealing with. So it's like, can you really knock at it for that? Like this is just she's embodying this real life person. There's only so much that she can do. There's only so many different ways that they can write or portray this character. And she was just incredible. And every scene that they had together, like when they were really loving each other, I could really feel it. And when they were really hating each other, I was like, damn, you can feel it. I'm like, they need to not be together.
I loved that scene when she was in the car with her friend and she was like, I don't know, I just think I liked him better when he was using.
Yeah.
Like when he needed me, when he needed somebody, when I could take care of him.
That's a common story too. Like that is
it
not
is.
like a.
And I really like, and it was so quick. It was like if you blink, you miss it. It was so quick. And that I feel like said a lot about their relationship and her character. And so that's part of the reason why I'm so torn about this movie is that there were so many things about it that I was like, I really like this aspect of it. I really like this. And then it would lose me.
Yeah.
And then I would come back and I'd be like, no, I really like this. This is working for me. And then it would lose me.
Well, let me wrap up how I feel about the movie and I'll give my rating.
Whoa, already, huh?
I mean, what else do we want to talk about?
I got a few more points I wanted to make.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna give my rating, and I want to just like blast through my notes because I think they're funny and they're brief, and it's just like a couple sentences.
Yeah, sure.
I think I really enjoy this movie. I think, like I said, with it being a real life story, I think really the only thing that I can pinpoint about this movie that is lacking or something that I don't like very much is just the writing. I think the direction is great. I love Benny as a director. I love every single performance in this movie is so fucking good. It is so good. Like I said earlier, I love fighting, UFC, MMA, Warrior, like anything. Even if the movie isn't that good, like I'm going to cry at it. Like they will always get me.
Have you
Any
seen the
Rocky
Iron Claw?
movie? Yes, I've seen it.
Okay.
I called my brother after seeing it. It's like one of those things. Like
Yeah.
I got out of the theater and I was like, I have 3 brothers. I just called Ben. Dude, just want to say, man, I fucking love you, man.
I called my brother too.
I was like, I got the Iron Claw, man.
After the Iron Claw.
I love you.
Shout out Ian.
So
laughing so hard.
honestly,
My
the
brother's
one
11, so
I know you said you didn't really dig the way it was shot. I really like the way it was shot.
Me too.
Benny said in an interview that while he was writing it, he was figuring some stuff out and he was trying to think, like in his head, he's thinking, how am I going to shoot this? How am I going to do these fights? And he said that he would turn the sound off on real UFC fights from back in the day and he would have them on the TV in the background while he's writing. And he was like, I was writing stuff down and I was like looking up and I was watching this on the TV with no sound. And I was just seeing how they filmed it on TV as you're just watching it. And he's like, I wanted this to feel like just a really expensive like pay-per-view kind of thing. Like you're right there, somebody, and they're like, dude, if you extras need to get past
that.
if the extras need to get past the camera, like just walk in front of the camera. Don't worry about it. Like that's what he wanted. So I dig that. The only thing I can really dock is the writing. But again, like everything else to me is so good. And I don't know, there is something that's kind of unpredictable about it that I enjoy. Like even if it's not that great, there was still an aspect to it that I didn't really see where it was headed. And I kind of like movies that have like an odd kind of bleaker ending, I guess.
Yeah, me too.
Where it's like he just kind of loses and like the fight is so quick. A lot of the fights are really quick. Like this movie really isn't about the fighting.
It is. The real fight was the friends we made along the way.
Of course,
Like,
yes. Like, yeah.
The thing about the cinematography though too is it's like I can't even be that mad because I appreciate the ambition of it. And that's like the one thing about movies, like even if I don't like a choice, if I can appreciate it for being different or ambitious or doing something that I wasn't expecting it to, I can't hate it that much. You know, like it felt very I don't know. So like I get why people like it. Like it's like I can't even like I totally understand why it worked for you. You know what I mean?
I think it feels like even when we're in the house and it's just like the scenes between Mark and Don, it's like I mentioned earlier, it's like that fly on the wall kind of vibe. And it's like almost like you're in the corner and the camera's like over there and we're like kind of watching. It's like you shouldn't really be in the room, but you're sitting here like watching it. Like it kind of makes you feel a little bit more uncomfortable with like the situation.
Can I say something about the camera work too?
Yeah.
That, like this is I did enjoy the style, like felt documentary to me. One thing that it's really popular right now to think that stunt doubles are the unsung heroes of movies. The real unsung heroes, and this is what made I think the camera work a lot better, was the Foley artists in this.
Oh, absolutely.
If the punches were like boom, pow, like the like that.
Yeah.
But instead it was like
Yes, I thought about that when I was watching the movie.
And I think the camera work would have been worse if the Foley was worse.
Well, and especially too because the camera
raw.
was like in sync a
Foley,
lot of the
by the way.
times with
the
the punches.
Foley is like
Like we're doing
Like,
something bad, being wrong about something. So I was in my own folly when I said Foley instead of Foley.
yeah,
My apologies.
it's okay.
I also, one thing I want to say about the camera work, and I also think the editing was really nice.
Benny
in
edited
movie.
this.
Oh, he
Yeah,
did.
he edited it himself.
I thought about it because there was that scene, the last fight. Spoiler, when he wouldn't get up and
Yeah.
he was just getting dogged on.
Yeah.
And there was those flashes of those moments where like metaphorically he couldn't get up in his
Yeah.
life. And maybe it was a little cheesy, but I thought it was so effective in the way that it was presented.
Yeah.
Because if it was presented in any other way, it could have read as cheesy, but the presentation was so well done with the Foley and with the camera work. And it was a moment for me where all of the different aspects of the film came together
Yeah.
seamlessly and worked really well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I think I don't know. I can just although I like the writing is a bit lacking, I can just feel from like everybody, especially Benny and Dwayne working on this, that this was just like a person that they really like felt a connection to,
Yeah.
and like a story,
Yeah.
like a life story that they really loved. And even if like the way that it is structured didn't work all that well, I still think it's just like great. And like I can just feel like the passion behind it. It's not the best movie. It wasn't as good as I was really hoping for it to be.
Me too.
But I did really like it, and I think I'm gonna just give it 4 stars in a.
Oh,
in a
you're going
heart.
straight for ratings.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a few
Let
more
me
points I wanted
let
to
me
make.
blaze through my notes real quick.
Yeah.
he was like, and scene.
And
Scene.
are you tired or something? You trying to get out of here?
No, we got to talk about Good Boy.
You're right, but man, I'm really passionate about this.
Well, we
match
can
I was
keep
scene.
going.
very
I just,
excited
like-
to talk about this movie.
Here, these are my notes. Love that camera transition. That was the first note I had. What you missed in the very beginning.
Yeah, I actually do wanna know what I missed.
It opens with him like coming out to a fight, and it's shot on like a VHS style, like super old, grainy, digital like
Oh,
shit.
so I
Like it
would've
looks
liked
terrible.
that.
And it's only like that for like 20 seconds.
Okay.
It's like him coming out to the fight, and then it like kind of flashes, and it like the camera changes from like this crappy digital to them shooting. I think this was probably shot on film.
Yeah, bro, it's
And
A24. They wouldn't touch anything that's not shot on
it's
film.
Benny, bro.
I hate that
have a
about
burp.
A24.
But there's like a cool camera transition where it, like literally the way that it looks, like it's like super grainy. He doesn't really. Sorry, I just got a text that distracted
You're
me.
good. Well, you say that. I just said some stupid shit that I want to clarify. I said
Yeah.
it under my breath, but I just want to clarify. I said that I hate about A24 that they only do things that are shot on film. That's not true. I like things that are shot on film. It has a great feel
No,
to
speak
it.
your truth, King.
And no, there.
Like
The reason why I said that was because I was just thinking about A Different Man, where there was so much film grain you can't even see the
Oh.
movie most of the time. And I love that
Great
movie,
movie.
but A24 just needs to calm down. Like, you're not that special. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Keep going.
That might not
Lou.
have anything to do with A24 though. That's
You
the
said what?
filmmaker.
Sorry?
That might not have anything to do with A24 though. That's
But-
really just like the filmmaker. But it is
Right, but they
what they
won't-
decide to produce.
yeah,
They
it's
produce
the
things that they
kind
feel
of
like-
stuff that they're gravitating.
Yeah,
towards.
they produce stuff that they think that pretentious morons
Oh,
with
absolutely.
letterbox premium.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes I don't fully advertise that I'm a A24 member. 'Cause I'm like, people are gonna think that I'm like a pretentious
They make
asshole.
good movies, but like
Well, listen, I'm going to get on my soapbox for a
It's
little
okay.
bit.
Let's get tangential here.
It is-
Hold your thought.
It is the
I'm holding it.
It is the best subscription I've ever spent money on.
Hold
'Cause
on,
it's
they're not
$5
paying
a month.
us for this. You can't.
I'm sorry, but I feel like
No, yeah, speak your
I
truth.
want
Go
to
ahead.
tell people because nobody knows about it. It's $5 a month, and you get a free ticket opening weekend to every single A24 movie that comes out.
Whoa.
So regardless of any of the other perks, you're making your money back.
Except for
Anyways.
Friendship sucks. They
awesome.
better pay me to watch Friendship.
Shut up, dude.
Sorry.
You don't like Friendship?
This is a different episode. I didn't.
Really fantastic prosthetics.
Yeah.
Looked really,
Yeah.
really good.
Looked so good.
like he didn't look like The Rock.
no.
Until he put on the sunglasses.
Yeah,
Well,
till he
when
shaved his head.
Yeah, I was about to say when he shaved his head, the guy that I was with leaned over to me and he was like, "Oh, it's The Rock."
Yeah.
I think I said the same exact
Yeah.
thing.
Great score. I love the score. Anything with like a icy little synthesizer and
Mm-hmm.
cool little beat, like I love.
It's hardly a score. It's like more of a soundtrack. I
Yeah,
feel like.
it's really dope.
I also
Zoom out to an Israeli flag. What the fuck, Benny? Like literally, he's like walking out, and then they just do like this super wide shot, and there's just a big ass Israeli flag, and I was like, "What?"
What
And
did
then
I
it just
say
goes
about
back
that during the movie? Like I leaned over.
You leaned over.
Oh,
You're like,
no, it
that's
was 'cause
fucked
I
up.
was-
And then something else happened. And you're like, it's forgiven.
No, it was when it was Emily.
was
Blunt.
that in the first?
It was the Israeli flag at the very beginning.
I think I missed the Israeli.
and we were like,
flag.
Yeah.
boo.
Yeah.
And then by the way, I'm not suicidal. But we were like, boo, because Israel might kill us. I realized you were confused. And so
I was a little
sorry.
confused too. Yeah.
we're not suicidal.
And then Emily Blunt comes on screen.
Emily
and
Blunt
Forrest
came, I was
was
like, they
"Never
can
mind."
have as many Israeli flags as they want.
Yeah, she looks incredible. in
She
this movie.
looks.
We need to
incredible.
bring
They-
back. What time period was that from? We need to bring back that fashion.
90s.
We need to bring
Late
that back.
90s.
Like
Yeah.
right now. Yesterday.
We're doing it. We're on the way there. I think legitimately that is where fashion
Yeah.
is headed right now.
It's
We're
a
getting
20-year cycle.
I thought it was
always.
30. Well, we're behind
20s.
then. We need to get back on it. We're behind.
It was the 90s came and went. Now we're in Y2K,
Ew.
Yeah.
We
and
can't.
that's about to come and go.
No, we gotta
Then we're
stop
gonna
that.
get.
Are we
We're going
gonna-
back to skinny
We're-
jeans.
yeah, and
Ew.
hashtag swag.
Wait,
and those Shutter sunglasses.
You know how it comes like cycles of 20 for like everyone? For me, it comes in cycles of like 2 months because I wore skinny jeans like 9 months ago.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, why did you just admit that for everyone to hear? I'm sorry.
Because
That
I
was
got
really rude.
Look,
I was
they're
just
stretchy.
kidding.
They're stretchy, so it's kind of cool. You know, they were like jeggings.
Listen,
No.
like if
No.
if you, I will never hate someone for wearing skinny jeans because I cannot wear them. So like if you look good in them, wear them. Like that was they never.
I think I might.
But I like
I
if
think you
some
I'll
people
put a link of a
some
picture
people can look
the
good in them,
Instagrams.
but I am of the mindset that you will look better not in skinny jeans.
And this is
Even
a
if
new
you
thing
look
for me.
good in
Yeah.
skinny jeans, that's great that they work for you, but you will look better in jeans that aren't skinny. You just are going to. That's not they weren't jeans weren't made to be like that.
Look, I'm learning fashion for the first time.
Look at that watch. That's what I wrote down. Look how nice he is. Such a great character.
You gotta
I hate-
contextualize these a little bit.
I hate needles. He shoots up a lot. I just hate
that
needles.
was
The-
I'm gonna. This is real fast. I promise.
Yeah, no, you're good.
The needle scene.
Yeah.
That showed me the attention to detail that I'm like, oh my gosh, like the cauliflower ear, the
Yeah.
needle,
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah.
the attention to detail was so good in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I liked his. This is gonna sound odd, but I just liked his relationship with the drugs and like the way like that was like they handled that really well, and the way that he portrayed that was great. And, like
Yeah.
talking to the guy and like him being really nice, and they're just handing out the Advil, and he's like, "No, I need something stronger."
No, he has it.
Yeah,
he
no, he has it. Like he's
the back.
yeah, like he that was just handled very well. But I hate like my number one thing is just needles. I just hate needles. I could like I'm a resident Terrifier lover. I'll watch any gore. It's not gonna bother me. But if I see like a needle like pierce a vein, it's like I squirm in my seat. Like I actually like have to wince and like look away. Like I just can't. Sorry about that.
okay.
I can't handle it. That's how I get frothy at the mouth thinking about it.
Ew! Don't do that.
I love the wardrobe. There's my note.
The wardrobe.
Just their outfits. Everybody's outfit.
Oh, I thought you meant like a physical wardrobe. I'm like, I missed that.
No, just their wardrobe.
I was like, what is it like? Is it made out of?
There's like a couple
or-
times where Dwayne's got like these like nice loose like Adidas track pants and then just like a big ass polo and then like a hat and some flip flops. I'm like, yeah, that's like the outfit. Like I want to be wearing that right now. Should we have seen him being careless about the upcoming fight? This is like when they're having the conversation, she pulls Coleman out while he's like in the, I was about to say dressing room, whatever, locker room or wherever. And he's like she pulls Coleman out and he's like, he's not talking to me. He's like being kind of weird. He's like, well, he's like, he's blah, 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 blah. And then she brings up how, well, we've been going out and partying and drinking every night. Like even before this fight. I think it's like right after he had lost. And he's like, oh, I didn't know about that. And I think there was like another time where it was kind of like it's kind of mentioned that he is being careless, but we never actually like see him going out and like partying and doing like there's a scene at the end when she like pulls the gun out, like they're setting up for the party and you see him drinking and whatnot. That's before the big final. I don't know. Much to consider. Them trying to understand each other is good. I liked that.
That was my whole
Yeah.
It hurts me so deeply. Like I can't. It's hard to explain, but truthfully, it does.
My last note is just Dwayne in a toy car.
Also, what? I'm sorry, that product placement at the end the Toyota.
Oh,
it was like
yeah, he's driving.
like,
It's just him driving away in a big
was
old.
it a
yeah.
Toyota?
I
Ford.
forget.
It was a Ford F-150
Who knows?
maybe.
Yeah, it was
some
a big truck, yeah.
old truck, and it
Yeah.
was like
Truck.
smack dab final scene.
Well, he
He's
drives a
driving
Toyota.
away.
Dwayne drives a Toyota. He drives a Land Cruiser. Beautiful vehicle.
It felt so silly. The like, see you guys later as he's pulling away, and it's like a big old product placement. Like,
I think
final scene of the
that felt to
movie.
me like Benny doing some like surrealist
Yeah.
like curse stuff. Like that was like a curse vibe. Bringing in the real person and just being like, see you guys.
See you guys.
I don't know. I was like, oh,
I
Benny.
laughed.
I liked
I
it.
think I laughed.
I also laughed.
I dug it. I dug it.
Can I rewind to the before it's the real marker?
Yeah.
Before it's him, the conclusion to the actual movie, because that was just a little bumper at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the actual conclusion, I did not understand at all, and I was really hoping we could talk about it for just a little bit.
Him getting the chin stitching.
Him getting the chin stitches and then being in the shower, turning around and smiling.
Yeah.
Where did that solace come from? Why was he okay? They did not address that well at all. Is it just because Mark Coleman did well?
He didn't watch the fight.
Oh yeah, he didn't even watch the fight. That felt so forced. It felt like they were running out of time, and they were just like, "He's happy now." Because you take what the fart, Austin Butler. What
Caught stealing.
Caught stealing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Take that. That is like that. I feel like that is the pinnacle. That is the peak of like this
Peak of
character. No, well, that would be one battle after another.
Right.
But he went through all this stuff, and then his solace makes so much sense,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
as Phil very kindly explained to us. Call back to episode 3 of Retconnd. This is just there.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like for me, it was like a comparison to the first fight that he lost and where he was when he lost that first fight in comparison to where he was when he lost the second fight. So it was like, oh, he's gone through all of this development. He's gone through all of this. And he, you look at where he was when he lost that first fight and he was completely defeated and immediately went to using and like was a shell of a person. But now he's gotten to this point where like he lost a fight and he can just like laugh about it. Like he doesn't have to be the same person that he was when he lost that first fight. And then like jump to like a few years later, the real ending where like he can be a normal person now. Like he can like whatever. So I saw it as this like, I saw it as character development for me where it was
I saw it as that too. It just felt forced.
I do see that. I did feel that a little bit. And then I was like, okay, well, let me put myself in like the perspective of.
Yeah. That's fair. No, that helps for sure.
I feel similarly to you, but just trying to play devil's advocate here.
Play devil's advocate here for a second. I'm good to get into ratings.
Give me your rating.
And then I'm going to do a brief explanation because I've only said good things. Oh, I got some negative things to say about this film. So the reason why I couldn't really rate it higher or lower is because the pacing was so astronomically bad.
It is bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's not just bad. It is embarrassing. I'm very passionate. It is embarrassingly bad.
Yeah.
When I was taking my notes, I just hit my mic. I feel like Isaac right now. When I was taking my notes, I wrote down, and this was really funny. I said, should have been more relationship developing or foreshadowing before Dawn left.
Yeah.
I didn't actually think she was gone for good. Wait, what? I think I was stupid when I wrote this down. Basically, I wrote down that there should have been more development before she left, and then I wrote down, oh wait, she came back.
Yeah.
And what? Like,
yeah.
Just the pacing and there were so many choices in storytelling that I think were done really poorly. And so for those things, I'm like this is like a 2.
That's how I feel too.
And then the acting, I was into it. And my big thesis, and I can be done talking about this whole movie after this, but my whole entire thesis for this whole thing is that none of that stuff really matters to me because I really, really cared. And it is really rare that a movie can do that to me. Even One Battle After Another, if Leo died, I wouldn't really care. But in this movie, like, I really deeply cared about every single character in this. And for that reason and that reason alone, even though objectively I think there's so much wrong with it, I'm going to stay over. I'm going to say 3.5.
Cool.
I said 3.5.
Yeah, for all I bleeped it out, though.
Yeah. 3.5, big reveal. 3.5 for all of the reasons talked about before. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good, but like the bad just like really weighs this movie down.
There's a lot of bad.
I don't even think it's a lot. I think it's just like one or two things that just are so heavy.
Yeah.
Like the story is so pivotal and it just like weighs it down, and the pacing just like weighs it down.
I'm excited still to see what Benny
does
cooks
next.
up next.
Me too.
Because I think he just is gonna do, like, when I heard about the Smashing
Chalamet.
Machine, I was like, he's doing a movie with The Rock, and it's like about MMA or UFC or whatever it is. I was like, that's kind of odd. Like, I don't know. I just think he's always gonna choose something interesting to do.
Yeah.
Never would have expected The Curse to happen, really. And yeah, excited for Marty Supreme.
Yes. Me too, and I hope I don't like it more because I was like,
I think
not that I'm choosing favorites,
it's got
but
Tim, it's got Ty, and it's got Gwen.
Do you are you a big Christmas person? Like, does your family celebrate Christmas a lot? Do you like Christmas? How do you feel about Christmas?
Do you like Jesus?
Love Christmas.
Well, hold on. I love Jesus, but I'll also see a movie on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
My family, that was something we always did growing up. We always went to the movie theater on Christmas Day.
Last year on Christmas Day, Liam and I went and saw A Complete Unknown.
Yeah.
So I was
and Harley.
And Harley.
Shout out Harley.
He knows how I feel about A Complete Unknown. I'm like, won't see it, will never see it, like, hate it, like, don't even have to see it to know that I hate it. Like, I hate.
I don't think you'll like it.
I'll hate it.
Well, that's not the point I was trying to make.
The point is that Timmy has a new Christmas movie.
I'm actually going to be in Paris on Christmas.
Whoa. Shout out to the French. We love the French.
Hey, we're coming to you.
If I was not going to be in Paris, I would love to go. I would love that. I do love Christmas, and I love going to the movies on Christmas.
I just said we're coming to you, and then you said we. Yes, we are.
Je ne sais pas. Anyway.
But yeah.
C'est la vie. Say love you.
So yeah,
no, you're not coming.
Well, if by chance I am not in Paris. I will come.
If the Paris thing falls through.
Yeah. Paris is gone by then.
If Paris is burning.
How does it feel?
Yeah, as long as we're not seeing a complete unknown. Or that Bruce Springsteen movie, because I will not be seeing that.
Oh.
That looks way better.
I will not be seeing
I
that.
hate Bruce, but I love Jeremy
I
Allen
hate
White.
Bruce too.
I'm not a big Bruce fan.
hate
His
Bruce
Christmas
Springsteen.
album is the worst Christmas album.
My dad makes fun of it every single year. He like it's like our family like tradition. He's always like, Santa's gonna buy me a new saxophone. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like so.
I'm not a big fan of Bruce, but I'm pretty sure that this movie is following him making the album Nebraska, which I think is one of the best albums ever. I love Nebraska, and it's like the most different Bruce album.
Yeah.
So
A
we'll
broken
see.
clock is
And-
right twice a day.
Huh?
I said a broken clock is right twice a day.
True.
And that's Bruce Springsteen.
So, I don't know. The Bob Dylan movie, I love Timmy and I love Bob Dylan. Okay, I love both of those people. But like when Timmy was performing as Bob, I think he did a great job being Bob, like personifying the vibe of Bob Dylan. But when he was singing, it's like Timmy being Bob Dylan. You know what I mean? Like it just sounded like Timothy Chalamet was trying to sound like Bob Dylan.
Oh, absolutely. That's how all of these movies are, though. But that's why The
no,
Rock was
Jeremy
good.
Allen
Dude,
White sounds
Jeremy,
so
I'm not
good.
kidding. It sounds like
Like
Bruce
Bruce. It
Springsteen
does.
is singing in the
It
trailer.
does. Dude.
Like
It does.
I actually can't even
But
fathom.
that's just the best parts.
We
That's the
can't.
thing.
Yeah.
We can't get.
We
into
can't
this
get into
right
it.
I know,
I'm
I'm
excited.
sorry.
I'm excited for that movie just because I love Jeremy Allen White and I'm excited to see what he does with Bruce, and I just want to hear him sing.
The only reason I would watch that movie is if that you guys invited me back on to watch that movie or to talk about that movie.
Okay.
That's the only reason I would watch
We
that
could
movie.
probably make that happen. Before we move on, when you were talking about A Complete Unknown, I thought you were going to give the criticism that you gave the first time, which was that you thought his impression was really bad. Like Timmy's impression was really bad when he was not singing and when he was just talking. Because you would make fun of him. You're like, he's just sitting in a hotel room. He's like, oh yeah.
Hey, what's your Dylan?
There's literally like a scene where somebody says something to him and they're walking down the street. He's like walking down the street with Sylvie or something, and he turns around. He's like,
Hey, what? He's like, hey, what's your name, man?
like that's exactly how he delivers it, and it's really bad. I'm like,
Hey, what's your name, man?
I don't know what I was doing. I was.
and dude, if you look up videos of Bob Dylan talking, he just sounds like a fucking normal dude.
I'm Bob
He's
Dylan.
like, I'm Bob. Yeah, my name's Bob Dylan. This is Bob Dylan talking. Like
See,
he
he's
just
just a
sounds
dude
like a
who
normal.
needs a
tissue.
Like,
I mean-
I know. I think I could have done something.
Well, are we retconning the fact that we? What just happened?
He's telling us that we should transition
Is
into
it a full moon tonight?
It is a full moon tonight, actually.
Are we retconning the fact that we retcon things in movies now?
Yeah. I don't give a
I'm
fuck
sorry,
about
what does
that.
retcon even mean?
We talked about this in Retcon Season 1, Episode 3. That I don't even know if that's true. That's a great question. Retcon is when you retroactively change the continuity of something.
Oh, okay.
So
Heard.
yeah, so
It's kind of like changing something. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
used
pivot.
It, yeah.
yeah.
Heard.
We used it as like what aspect of the film do we not like that if we could retcon it to be something different?
Oh, okay.
How would it make the story better or make more sense?
Sure.
But we're not going to do
But
that.
it's also we don't really care about
because
that.
it sucks. and I
Retcon's a
hate
cool
it.
name,
Retcon's a cool name.
and we're just talking about the movies anyway.
And
we
I like
already-
how the
we go
D
over-
is like letterboxed.
Yeah, that was
it's
yeah.
like-
Was that my idea or yours? I think it was mine.
It was mine.
I think it was mine.
It was actually my idea.
Dude, for sure.
I will
find
send a
screenshots
screenshot
the
of it being
text.
my idea.
For sure, yeah, I'll send that.
This is
to
how
you.
and
retcon breaks
We'll post it.
Look, if I'm right, I'll show the facts. If I'm wrong, who knows?
Let's get into Good Boy.
Yeah.
That's what dogs do.
If you guys are still listening at this point, go see Smashing Machine low key. I recommend watching it. Yeah. Support Benny, guys. Come on.
For nothing else other than the moral reason.
If you're not going to go to the movies because there's too many fucking Taylor Swift showtimes, I get it. It'll be on fucking HBO Max probably in
a day, maybe tomorrow,
a couple weeks. But watch it then because it's great.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Liam, I got something to tell you.
Yeah?
I just want to tell you, you're a good boy.
Oh, thank you.
You're a good boy.
Okay.
That was the transition into the next film that we're discussing, which is Good Boy. The horror film. It's a film.
Should we synopsize?
That's what I was doing. About it's okay, man. Don't feel shame.
Feel shame about what?
You just looked kind of shameful. Well, now you look
How do we
really-
synopsize such a perfect movie?
Look, so Good Boy is a horror film that is following the perspective of a puppy dog.
That's kind of it's like a ghost story from the dog's perspective.
It's really short. It's a really easy watch. Well, maybe not easy. It's a short. It's an hour and like 6 minutes or something like that.
12.
Thank you. Should we just thumbs?
Yeah, well let's check out this Av.
That's a good point. I already know what mine is going to be, whether higher or lower.
I already know mine too.
The average right now is at 3.1.
Okay.
Well, let me think.
Isaac is doing it too.
All right.
Wait, actually, before we do this, I feel like I need to get a video of Isaac over there.
All right.
So that way I can put it in the. Yeah. Here we go.
You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Watch.
Oh yeah.
So I'm the only one.
You're the only
This is
good boy
This is
truther.
good.
Wow. I feel very strongly about this.
I do too. I
feel passive about it.
Can I go to the bathroom before we get into it?
Yeah.
I
Let's
gotta
take
go
a little.
too.
I gotta go too.
Can we? Okay.
All right, guys, this is the part of the show where everybody went home, and I'm actually just here by myself with all the equipment, thousands of dollars of equipment, and I decided that I wanted to, in post, have Forrest edit in my thoughts of the Smashing Machine. And quite frankly, guys, I think it's a bad movie, okay? I see this camera, this is such a weird viewing. Dwayne is not good in this movie, guys. I'm sorry. He's not a great actor. He never will be. And I think that the script is too bad for him to try to make something work with this. And I know he's trying. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Mr. Johnson. I know that you tried, but you didn't do a good job trying. And the script is not good enough to make that work for this movie. On top of that, I think biopics need to start being viewed more scrutinized, if you will, because not everything should be made into a movie. You know, there's a documentary about this story of Mark Kerr and the Smashing Machine, and this is a documentary. Watching a movie about flawed characters, and that's my thing, guys. I'm the flawed character guy. I love fiction. I love character development. I love all of that stuff. But watching a movie about a MMA fighter that's 80% about his relationship with his girlfriend, and neither of them are likable, both of them are horrible to each other, and there's no reason to get behind either one of them, it makes for a really dull 2-hour and 3-minute movie when it's supposed to be about MMA. And I don't care if that's what it is the whole time. Iron Claw is one of my favorite movies of all time, and that's barely about wrestling. And I'm sitting here dressed like John Anthony Felix Cena right now in front of the camera talking to you, and Forrest is laughing at me. But just quite frankly, it doesn't have to be 100% about MMA. But dude, if it's 80% about characters that are unlikable and you don't want to really be with each other, I gave it 2.5 stars.
Okay. No, I'm fine with that.
I'm
yeah,
okay with that too.
I gave it 2.5 stars. And like, I didn't say anything good about it. The costume design is genuinely wonderful. Liam was talking about it. I think the costumes are great, and I was having so much fun with that. I think the direction is pretty good, but it's an awful script, and
yeah,
it's not great.
It's not necessarily awful. It's just a little.
I was just saying you're barely in the.
It's a little aimless.
And for a 2 hour, 3 minute movie, they don't do a lot.
Yeah, they could have covered more.
Yeah. And then just little nitpick that I'm actually not bothered by at all. I just thought it was funny. It feels like Safdie watched like one UFC fight with a wrestler in it and was like every single MMA fight where the guy has a wrestling background is just a double leg takedown and they either move or he mounts and punches. And I thought that was really funny.
He did do the same thing every fight.
Yeah. But like that's a nitpick that genuinely didn't affect the score at all. I just thought that was funny.
Well, with that, I feel like that's not. We can't. I feel like that's just he's just a freestyle wrestler. So that's like he has one move, right? That's kind of his whole
freestyle wrestling is the one that has all the moves.
Oh, okay. Then I stand corrected there.
Yes.
It's time for you to go.
I'm going to disappear back into the producer position.
Be very still. I'm going to do a cool effect where he just disappears. So hold very still. Okay, we can move now.
Isaac giving that 2 stars I don't feel passionate about because like in a world I probably would have given it 2. Mm-hmm. There's just other things that I enjoy that I pay attention to that Isaac doesn't pay attention to. And also there's probably shit that he doesn't like that I'm not paying attention to, like the wrestling stuff.
That's why I was so conflicted. There's so
but
much
it's like
bad, there's so much good.
If somebody gives it a 2, I'm like, yeah, word. If somebody gives it a 4, I'm like, yeah, word.
That's
if somebody gives it like a 4.5 or a 5,
I feel
I'm
the
going to
same
be like,
exact way.
Okay.
A 5, you're kind of just
what are you doing?
You're just a rock
Or if you
fan.
give it like a 1, I'm like,
Dude, come on.
Come on, you got to give credit where credit's due.
hey, thank you guys for joining in.
Indy the dog.
Indy the dog. Should we go the him route and just go over notes and then we can interject with if we want to.
I don't like it.
Okay.
Let's categorize here. Let's talk about acting.
Okay.
Acting was trash.
Incredible. Well, let me say.
Except for the dog.
Yeah,
the
that's
dog
what I was gonna say.
unironically the best actor in the movie.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay. You agree.
That's what I was gonna say. The sister character pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah,
when
dude.
it was like somebody
her name was Vera, right?
Vera,
okay.
pretending to talk on the phone is what it was. She was like, "Hey, I'm really worried about you.
Yeah.
I really think that maybe you should get some help. Can I check in on you?" Like
It's
it
like
was very,
AI
it was like phoned in.
conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was annoying. That bothered me to all hell.
Yeah.
But
So, Indy the dog is the dog.
Incredible.
Is the dog that
This is
played
the reason
Indy
that
the
you
dog.
should watch the movie. If,
Absolutely.
Like,
Yes.
it's
This
Indy is
dog
adorable.
is so cute.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you teach a dog to act. I don't know if this dog like was able to grasp the concept that he's in a movie.
Right.
He was. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not joking. He was the best actor in this movie by a mile, and he was and. Like, I feel like such a moron loser talking about like analyzing this dog's performance because he's a dog, but there were subtleties that I would like herald. That I would herald. Like I would like praise an actor for doing the subtleties that this dog was able to do.
Right.
Awesome.
Well, can I say something?
Please.
So I have worked on like dog food commercials before, like a lot in my career.
You're a food stylist, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I've worked on several like dog food shoots and dog food commercials, and like that shit is really hard. Like I've worked with like trained dog actors actually, and I was so shocked by this performance as somebody that's like worked on the production side of working with animals.
Yeah.
I was shocked. Absolutely shocked by this performance. Like there were so many nuances.
Is Indy getting an Oscar?
Star's performance.
Are they allowed to do that?
I don't know.
I would love for Indy to win Best
Wouldn't
Actor.
that be awesome? I hope there's like a joke or something for it. There was a joke for, wasn't there another? There's a dog actor in Anatomy of a Fall.
Yes,
that's
and
also
they did
very
very good.
Yeah,
But that dog had like 5 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
This dog was the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
and can we like? I feel like it's fair-ish to compare Tonic the cat with Indy the dog.
Oh, from Caught Stealing.
From Caught Stealing.
oh yeah.
And like you mentioned that Tonic the cat was like a really good
cat. I've worked with
actor.
cat actors
yeah.
too, and they sometimes are better than the dog actors. I'm not gonna lie.
They're real hot shots.
I've met some real asshole cat.
You know, I'm actually more of a cat person myself, just
I
because
love
I don't
cats.
like human beings that are dependent on me, and so I definitely don't want to pay for an animal that's dependent on me.
I
but
want to buy Indy.
Indy made me like
Oh, after this movie, I was
wanna
like, I
own
need a
Indy.
dog.
I want Indy.
I need a dog.
but specifically Indy.
I want it to be Indy. I don't want it to be a dog that looks like
Yeah,
Indy.
yeah.
I
I
want
want
it to
Indy.
be that dog.
But yeah, one of my notes like was just like even his little eyes.
Yeah.
Looked,
Oh.
and I don't know if they used CGI in this movie or if they just had a really good trainer or if they actually just like
It was his
abused this
dog.
dog.
It was the director's
Yeah,
dog.
yeah. But like for the
I would assume
little
some of the eye
intricacies-
stuff, maybe, unless
They,
I don't know.
Maybe.
They had filmed
looked
it
really
for
real, though.
over a so I don't know like a lot, but I
Sure.
did a little bit of
I don't know a lot.
research, and the director just worked with his dog for almost 2 years, and just like worked with him in all of these different environments and played out all of these different environments until he felt like they got like
Yeah.
the right shot. Like so
Yeah.
like it just was playing around
Sure.
for 2 years
Sure.
just to get these reactions and these shots with his dog.
Yeah. No, that's
I
fair.
loved the way this looked.
Oh,
too.
me too.
The
It
camera
had
work.
such cool, like the
lighting.
the POV. Yeah, the lighting was awesome, but like and they didn't overdo it. Those like POV tracking shots with the dog, and you're just like, it's almost like you can tell because like the lens gets like a little like fisheyed almost. Like you're
Yeah.
like it's like an over the shoulder shot, but with a fucking dog. And I don't know. Yeah, they didn't do it too much. They do it like a few times throughout the movie,
think,
but
like,
every time
3.
they did it, I was like, here we go. Like yeah.
And the whole time for me, I'm thinking, I'm still just praising this dog because the whole time I'm thinking like, how is this dog just okay with this massive film camera on a track behind him? And he's walking exactly where he needs to be. Like, have you guys seen Severance? You haven't because you hate me. Have you seen
I
Severance?
have not.
Okay.
No.
I try to get Liam to watch Severance. There's like a scene
But
in
I hate
Severance.
Forrest, so.
Yeah, he hates me, and that's why I didn't watch it. There's a scene in Severance in season 2, I believe. I think it's the like opening shot of season 2 or something like that, where it took like hours and hours and hours of filming this camera on a track, and it's going around like crazy style, and it's the guy from Parks and Rec,
Adam
Adam
Scott.
Scott.
Adam Scott. Thank you. You guys who haven't seen it know. And he's like, they took so long to get this right, and he's just running around with his camera tracking, and it's multiple takes, and they get this little dog.
Yeah.
They get this little
And
dog
he's
to do
perfect.
it, and he's good. That was a bit long-winded, but my point is that this dog rules.
I loved the dog visions. Like when
Oh.
Indy would have like a dream about
A
the dog
nightmare.
before him. Like I thought that was awesome. Anytime that happened, I'm like, you know what? Indy's having a dog vision. Like Indy's
saw-
getting
saw-
like a memory of another dog.
I saw a Letterboxd review that said The Sixth Sense, but for dogs. And I was like, yeah.
I thought it was hilarious every time it happened. Like I loved it every time it happened.
I
'cause
didn't like that.
I thought it was so silly.
I thought the vignette.
Vignettes.
Okay, vignette. I thought the vignette
For
was,
our French
I was about to say,
viewers.
yeah. I just wanted to pay homage to our French viewers with vignette. I thought the vignette was really corny and felt like someone just
It was like
discovered
corny, but I was
Instagram.
like, dude, I'm watching a dog have like a vision about like a haunted house. Like that's awesome.
it is, but in like it's awesome in like a stupid way because that's not what they're going for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Sure. I mean, it was funny. Like I was laughing. It's not a comedy.
One thing that I just thought about this, but when Indy is crawling under, also name in the movie is Indy. Indy is himself. He just says buddy or good boy or something, but there is one time where he
Yeah,
goes,
it's
"Is
the-
Indy with you?"
Yeah. Well, there's twice because it's also in the like family videos where he's like,
Oh
come
yeah,
here.
yeah. But he's like crawling under the dresser, and there's the red bandana from the dog
yeah.
before, and like when he bites it or sniffs it or whatever, he gets those like memories or something. But then towards the end when Indy goes down to the cellar, there's like the corpse of the dog, and it has the red bandana on. So like, does it just have 2 red bandanas? I guess.
I thought about that too.
It was probably possessed.
Yeah, I don't know. His backup bandana was behind the dresser.
This seems like the
he
type
got
of
a new
movie-
red bandana because he couldn't find the one that was behind the dresser.
This just seems like the type of movie where you can just explain anything with, it's probably possessed.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I don't like about it.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I think why the movie worked so well is that this isn't a very classic art house film. Like this is a concept film.
Sure.
This is purely conceptual. Like, and so to me, like a lot of the logistical things, I think I can excuse because I think the concept is so well executed. Like I think the concept is so original because I've heard so many horror stories where like the dog knew, like the dog saw the ghost, the dog was barking. Like that's like a tale as old as time.
Right.
But I've yet to see any kind of horror film actually kind of explore that concept.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so, and the thing for me, and especially for movies, is it's like, I just love movies that can do something that other movies can't or are too scared to do or won't do.
Yeah.
And this is a movie that like,
Now here's a guy.
this is a movie that like, if you describe it on paper, it sounds like a horrible idea.
Yeah.
It sounds horrible. It sounds like it could never work. It sounds like, but this is somebody that actually had the guts and the dedication to execute it.
Yeah.
And not only just execute it, but execute it like artistically.
Yeah,
And like
they did it really well.
execute it in a way where it looks beautiful. And I love that it's only an hour long.
I
Like
do,
if
too.
it was any longer than an hour, would not have worked.
Yeah.
Honestly, this could have been 45 minutes for me.
Yeah.
And I would have loved it.
Yeah.
So I just really, really admire the balls and the guts that this movie had. And so it's really hard for me to separate that, and especially just with how, to me, now there were moments where I was like rolling my eyes and I was like, okay. Like there was a moment where Indy like smashed through a door and
Through the window.
and it looked horrible, like so
Yeah.
bad. But for me, like it reminded me a lot of Skinamarink.
Oh, really?
Which like people
Which-
have very, very,
I'm a
strong,
resident Skinamarink lover.
strong
and
opinions
desirer.
about, because it's very similar to this, where it's like just shots of things happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how I felt about this movie. Like it's like
Go watch Skinamarink in the
go
dark
watch
alone.
Skinamarink. But like I would never take somebody that wasn't into film to go see this movie, which sounds a little pretentious, like,
Yeah.
but for me, I think that there's a lot to appreciate just like in the artistry of how it's made and the way that it's made. And I also am like a really, really, really big fan of like art house films and like weird films, like films that like don't really have an overarching story or theme or whatever, which this does, but it was boring. You know, it was boring. And like, if you don't have the attention span to sit and appreciate, like, I sound like such a pretentious asshole saying this, but if you don't have the like,
This was how I sounded talking about Skinamarink. I think I had a Skinamarink spiel on episode 1 or 2 or something.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. I feel very similarly about this movie than I do to Skinamarink. Like, if you don't want to sit and watch just like a bunch of shots that look nice and are kind of scary and kind of eerie, if that's not your thing, like, don't watch it. Like, it's not a traditional horror movie. It's not, you know what I mean? So that's my opinion on it. Like, it just reminded me a lot of things that I would watch in art school.
Yeah.
Like, and so that's why I think I liked it, because it just reminded me of, it just was very bare bones, and it felt cheap.
Yeah.
It felt cheap.
Which is a
like
good
a
thing.
good thing.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't feel like it had a big budget, which to me, I think I watched that and I could.
What's the budget on this?
I mean,
Good
it was a Shudder production, so I can't imagine it's that high.
Yeah.
Shudder is like
Shout out Shudder. Shudder
guess
has like,
is-
if you guys are big into horror,
2.3 million.
See, I was gonna guess
Yeah.
3 million, and that's like
Wow.
nothing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like I watched it and I saw it and I was like, okay, this is cheap. But being able to watch it with that perspective and then knowing like this was made with nothing really made me appreciate it more.
Isaac, how much did it make?
2.25.
And it's only been 1 week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
2 days. Came out on the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think if it were 45 minutes, they really could have nailed an awesome. I mean, that would be considered a short. That's like the only reason that we can see it in theaters is that it's more than however many pages. And I think that's like it does lose a little bit. Like my main thing is I wish that we were more in the dog's perspective. Like we are following the dog the whole time, but we get a lot of bullshit about Todd that I don't give a fuck about.
I do not care
and like
about Todd.
His whole like sickness storyline and like going through that, and like there's like some explanations with like the curse of the house. He's watching these VHS tapes of his dad being like sick in bed, like it's the fucking house. Like, don't live here. Don't do it. And he's just sitting there watching it and like not doing anything about it. I was like, dude, you're gonna like, okay, you're just doing it to yourself. But I think it would have been interesting to maybe see some of that take place. But we are more in the perspective of Indy, where we like genuinely don't know what's going on. Yeah, there was like a little bit too much with that. Some of the ghost stuff was a little corny the way they did it. Just didn't it. Like it looked a little like Tomb Raider. Like I don't know. It was like I don't know. There was I wrote down the old movies are kind of corny. Like he turns on the one it's a black and white VHS tape about the relationship between man and dog in caves. Why are you watching that? Like you turn that on. Like obviously there's a connection between that and the movie.
Well,
it's like it was supposed to be foreshadowing too.
The sister, she was talking to him on the phone, and he was like, yeah, it's just like all of these old tapes and these old movies that he recorded.
And then he's
so
like
it must
watching
have been like one of the, not to like.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it's just like kind of silly when you're watching the movie about like the dog seeing something in the darkness, and it's like the dogs in the caves were there to see the what was in the dark that the man couldn't. And I was like, oh, like the movie I'm watching. Yeah, that's great.
I don't know what they expected. Like, did they expect the audience to go, it's just like, no way. Like, is that what they expected?
Right.
And don't get me wrong, I'm with you. Like, I am totally like, okay, like good for them, right? They're gonna make money. Hopefully, they took a chance. They took a risk. Good for them. I'm with that. However, I don't care if your budget is $5. If it's not good, I'm gonna say it's not good. That's where I'm at. I don't care what the budget is. Because you look at movies like Barbarian, which I still haven't seen, but I trust you that it's good after having seen freaking Weapons. Yeah. And so I'm like, you look at that. That was like, what, 50 million budget? Less.
Barbarian?
Okay, well, 3 million and 50 million.
Barbarian's
That's a really
is 4 million.
Okay, Barbarian's 4
million.
It's like 4 or 5 million.
I did.
And then Weapons was 40. They gave him way more money for Weapons.
I don't care. Budget, like I respect it, but my rating is still going to be as objective as possible. I'm not going to say, given the budget, this is good. I'm going to say no.
Terrifier 2 has made $250K.
Yeah, but it's a little different.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
I just was absolutely enamored by the lighting.
Yeah, it looks so awesome.
There was a lot of lighting in this movie where I was like, I don't know how this was executed. Like, just the texture of Indy's fur in like the moonlight, and there were scenes
amazing.
where like the lighting like went around and like I don't know this director at all, but I watched this and it read to me like I think he's a photographer. Just based on the lighting and the way that the lighting was, the composition of the lighting, I was like, this man is a photographer, because there were so many scenes and shots that read to me as like studio, like photography lighting.
One movie that this reminds me of, and I thought about this as soon as like before the movie even started, and it was just the studios popping up, and it was IFC, it was like Independent Film Center or something. They released a movie last year called In a Violent Nature. I don't know if you guys caught that one.
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
I'm in a Violent Nature truther. I think that movie rocks. Very slow, boring movie, kind of like this one. But it's from the perspective of a killer the whole time instead of from the perspective of the teens being killed. So it's like you're following this like slasher dude that doesn't speak a single word for the whole movie. Ooh. And it's just like a tracking shot of him for the most part, just walking in the woods.
What's that one called again?
In a Violent Nature.
I'm adding that.
It's awesome. Again, and it also has terrible dialogue that sounds like they just like filmed everything and then they brought a bunch of people into a studio and they're like, yeah, just talk into this microphone and say this line. Like it sounds bad. It sounds like the most inorganic conversation. But it's like I admire whoever was like, what if I do this? What if I actually commit to this being my story for the whole movie? And if you can do that and also have some really fun, like again, In a Violent Nature looks beautiful. Like it looks great. They have really like just like pretty shots of him like walking around in the woods. Really great design of this like ugly looking slasher dude. And it has genuinely probably the best kill I've ever seen in a slasher movie. It is the best one. It is outrageous.
The best.
It's the best one. And I love horror movies. I watch a lot of slashers. Like it has such a good kill in it. And that like after I watched it, I was like, yeah, dude, I'm giving this like fucking 4 stars. It's awesome.
I just checked. It was exactly 4 stars.
That I gave? Mm-hmm. Sweet.
I see what I'm with you on like the whole like good for you guys for trying.
Yeah.
And here's I think where the differentiation is of like my movie rating versus my honor rating, because I watch Honey Don't. It's time to stop making movies. Give up, retire. Right? Yeah. With this, I give this a pretty low rating. Mm-hmm. I give Good Boy a pretty low rating. However, keep going, dude.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get better.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the difference for me. Because I'm like, Ethan Coen, dude, just stop.
See, I left Good Boy like really inspired. Like I know
That's
that
awesome.
sounds like crazy, but I left it like I thought it was the filmmaking of it to me was really inspiring.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
I felt like it was really inspiring.
I couldn't make a better movie with that budget.
No, and with the circumstances and the story and the dog of it all, like that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's the thing about like this and why I think I liked it so much, and maybe my rating will go down after this conversation because I'm hearing what you're saying. But the thing for me is it's like people are not doing this.
Sure.
Like, and more people need to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because if every filmmaker was this committed to their story and was this committed to the craft of it and was this committed, the things that would be coming out, you know what I mean? Like, I like really, really, really admire so much about this movie.
Me too. Yeah.
You know, and so that's why I left it feel like, I don't know, and I know I said this before, but it really reminded me a lot of like, because I have a video art certificate, so like it reminded me a lot of like the video art that I would watch in like my video art classes, like the kind of stuff that you would like go to like an art exhibition or an art gallery and you would see like an art film. Like it really, really reminded me of that, and the fact that it was as mainstream as it was and got a theatrical release and had the budget that it had was so inspiring to me. So that's why I was so passionate about it, and why I was so like excited about it when I left, was because I was like, if there were more movies that just did this, you know what I mean? And it didn't play it safe.
No.
It could have been safe, and it could have been, I don't know.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of similar to how I felt about Smashing Machine. It's like there's something in the story where it loses the sauce, but the way that it's made is something that like I really admire. So it's like, I think that whole thing is something that I can kind of excuse, but I don't think I feel as passionate about it as you do, probably. But I totally agree. I mean, that's, again, similarly to how I feel about, like, Terrifier. Like, is Terrifier an incredibly made movie? not really. The story's like also not that great. It's got corny dialogue. But I'm like watching this 2.5 hour like slasher epic that is the dude wrote it, directed it, did all of the gore effects. It has really like strong characters, and the story like just really goes for it. Like, and with $250,000, like that is a penny in the film industry,
Right?
And for him to be able to do what he does and make it look like this, and it like they sent it out to theaters. It was only going to be in theaters for like a week or something, and then a bunch of people were like, I'm fucking watching Terrifier 2 and throwing up on the person in front of me. And then people are like, oh, you're throwing up? I got to go see this movie.
Right.
And now it's like people know Terrifier.
Right.
You know? So I think horror movies are awesome in that way, that it's just like an endless bucket of ideas and like things that you can do. I mean, you can say that, I guess, about any genre, but I feel this particularly with horror. Because like there's just so much that you can do, and people love horror movies. Like it's just a very attractive medium to tell a story through horror. That's why we get people like Ari or Jordan Peele that like kind of start with horror and then they do something different. Like where Ari's at now, it's not horror.
Right.
And like where Jordan Peele is at now, it's not really horror. Like Nope is not a horror movie. Nope is more of like an action adventure, like Steven Spielberg's sci-fi Jaws kind of movie. Which I know Jaws is a horror movie, but like guys, really, it's a fucking shark in the water.
No horror movies really existed back then.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing, and then I'm going to stop talking, and you can talk, because you haven't really talked a lot about
this is the listening portion of the show. I'm okay with that.
Okay. You were talking about how like, oh, I don't care about Todd, like whatever. I don't really either. But I had this thought where it was like, we all, if you have a dog or a pet or whatever, we all like think in fear of the day that our pet is going to die. Like having to live through that or having to watch that or whatever. But it's so scary to think about our pets watching us die.
Yeah.
Like that is a fear that I had never thought about until I saw this movie.
Wow.
And I was like, the fear of like my pet watching me die. When we live in fear, you know, our entire pets' lives of watching them die.
Yeah, wow.
That was so scary to me. And I was like, I've never thought about this until watching this movie. And so it kind of made me have a different feeling towards all of this nonsense of Todd getting sick and whatever.
That's interesting.
So there's like a true horror that lives there. And then it's like, how much of this is like real and how much of this is like Indy's like fear of watching Todd die.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
See, I think they still could have done that. I just think the way that they did it could have been better. If we knew less, I think that would have, at least for me, enhanced it. Yeah. Because it's like if we were just more in Indy's perspective and we got less about like really just less like, here you go, I'm sick. Yeah. Like I wanted to be able to see that and be more just like confused, I guess, in a way. Like I don't know, because then you really feel like you're watching from Indy's perspective and like you feel Indy's emotion of like, why is my owner not waking up on time or something like stuff like that? Why is he throwing me off the bed? Forrest and I both gasped at that.
Oh, can I say one more thing? This was like the horror movie equivalent of like, get out of here, you damn dog! I don't want you no more. The fact that they really pulled that, like,
dude, he like grabs me. I'm like,
we were both like, not okay with that. You that thing about like really internalizing the idea of like your animal watching you die. Did you watch The Long Walk?
Don't even.
That
I shouted out Betsy on the episode because she was the one that texted me saying that.
I'm the reason you saw it.
Thank you for doing
that. Love The Long Walk.
So
I wasn't going to watch it. Like I was not.
That's my favorite movie of the year.
It was the biggest surprise of the year for me. It's not my favorite, but it's in my top 5 for sure.
Oh, that's valid.
I have very strong mixed opinions on Stephen King.
Sure.
Which we'll get into maybe later.
Next time.
But like
next time.
But yeah.
The reason why I bring it up though is because like I don't really understand how you feel about like really internalizing that feeling. However, like when I watched The Long Walk, that was the first time in my life that I like internalized my own mortality.
Right, because empathy is new for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Empathy is a very new thing for me. And so like I empathize with how you feel about this movie. However, I don't even remember my point. My point is just like I had a similar feeling from guys. I'm learning how to articulate what empathy is. This is I'm learning how to speak. Empathy is so new to me. I'm learning how to articulate it. Yeah. Anyway.
No, but I see what you mean. The way that Betsy feels about like recognizing that with the pet is how you felt watching The Long Walk, just with a different emotion.
But I was thinking about watching Liam die.
Yeah. Right. You and I on a walk together.
Bro went on a hike.
Bro went on a hike and never came back. What do you got, Forrest?
Yeah, I've been just stewing on some stuff. Honestly, I know I said we shouldn't do this, but I'm just gonna run through my notes if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah. I only have 2 more notes after this, and they're funny.
I'll just they're funny. A lot, and I know low budget, right? Some stuff just felt a little bit like a YouTube short film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something that like Casey Neistat would make or something like that.
Well, don't say that.
Maybe not Casey, but whatever. And, especially like I mentioned with the little doggy dream sequences, I was like, come on, you can come up with something better than that. Some of the scary moments were actually for real, like scary. And there
were 2 jumps that got both of us.
Oh, we were both. Yeah. The grabbing. Yeah. But not even the jump. I'm actually a huge jump scare hater.
Me too.
I do not. I think they're cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were done well in this one, but like they were earned in this, but I still don't like them. But I'm talking about like when dude walked, like sleepwalking, hitting his head against the wall. That I was like, whoa, I'm afraid. It's like good on them for that. Okay, that's one of my positives. However, despite it being such a good concept and so many good things in place, I think so much could have been fixed, not with a bigger budget, not with like better editing, but just with better writing.
Yeah.
I think this was written so poorly.
The dialogue is horrible.
And that breaks my heart because they did so well with the budget that they had. Mm-hmm. And if you could have just had, you put Isaac on that movie, he could have written it better. Isaac's a great writer. I don't know if you know this about him. Isaac's a great writer. I would never say that to his face. I would never say this to his face. Don't ever tell him I said that, but he's a great writer. And yeah, I don't know. Have you ever seen Hill House? Haunting of Hill House?
No, but it's on my watch list. I will watch it.
I leaned over to Liam during the movie and I go, "Did Mike Flanagan work on this?" That's the director of Hill House.
Yeah.
Because
what else did he do? I'm sorry.
Oh, he did he did all the Haunting movies. So Haunting of Bly Manor, Haunting of Hill House. He did Midnight Mass, and I believe
there was something that I watched or I saw a trailer for.
Yeah, and it was like produced.
Oh, it's the Black Phone.
No.
Didn't he do the Black Phone?
No, but he might be a producer for it.
Okay.
Maybe. He does have, I think, like 1 or 2 features, but he mostly does Netflix shows.
Oh, okay.
He did the Edgar Allan Poe one as well. Whatever. Anyway, but his whole thing is like he really is able to build a environment.
Oh, it's Shelby Oaks.
He's working on Shelby Oaks.
He's the executive producer of Shelby Oaks.
There was a reason I went
huge. I already was down with Shelby Oaks, but I'm a Mike Flanagan truther despite only half of his work being good. Dude. But when it's good, it is good.
Dude.
So, Haunting of Hill House, the whole thing is that he builds the environment so beautifully where he's like a hypnotist because subconsciously, like you're seeing stuff, kind of like what you're saying with Skinamarink. Like you're seeing stuff in the back, and like you're like, is that a person?
Yeah.
Or is that like Hill House at its core?
Yeah.
And a lot of this movie felt very Hill House to me, especially when he walked out and he was sleepwalking, started hitting his head against the wall. But then it devolved into freaking Final Destination. It went from Hill House, beautiful, scary, eerie, and then it turned into Final Destination.
The third act is not this movie's
I don't know if you could say that there's a third act in this. It's an hour long.
The last 15 minutes of this movie is not its strong suit.
You're right. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I'm a Flanagan truther, and I was like, this is really awesome, and then I gave up pretty fast. And you guys can interject at any moment, by the way.
Shelby Oaks might be our biggest episode ever.
I'm really excited for Shelby Oaks.
I'm nervous. I'm scared it's not going to live up to the hype, and I'm going to
I think I'm going to love it just because I have a parasocial relationship with Chris Stuckman. And I've been watching his reviews for like every movie since I was like 14. And I just love that he's just like a cute little dad from Ohio.
Didn't wasn't he Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a really great and like beautiful personal story video on his Instagram of him kind of coming out and speaking out about like his life. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. But I just love him. He's so sweet. He is such like a passionate person about movies. And he used to do a rating thing, and now he just like for the past few years he just doesn't. And he never really says anything bad about any movie. Like he just like now when he reviews a movie, he just like talks about why he liked the movie. Aww. And it's just kind of cute. I'm like, he's just such like a positive person. And I just love like, I mean, I get arguments, not arguments, but I've been seeing recently people talking like, we need to bring back like real criticism for stuff. Like people get too wishy-washy about things. It's like, dude, say that you fucking hate something, which like people do, but they mean particularly with like actual like critics of something, like somebody that is a legit critic, like a Roger Ebert or something. R.I.P. But yeah, I mean, Chris just like isn't that way. And I think because I just love him so much as a person, and like he feels very much like a part of my like my influence as like I was gonna say as a person. He's not that big to me.
As a person.
I don't know. I just think like watching, I'll be like, damn, this is Chris Stuckman. Like he made it. Like he's been doing it, and Neon is such a good fucking company. When I heard that Neon picked it up, yes, that's why I'm like.
Neon is like, the new giant, for sure.
Neon has taken the reins from A24.
Oh, absolutely.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
And I think Nora might be my favorite movie, actually. Now that I think about it, Fight Club might have been dethroned. I just bring it up every episode. I love Anora so
Anora's
deeply.
awesome. You can bring it up as much as you want.
Thank you. I love Anora.
Sorry we just derailed from Good Boy, but like I'm just excited for Shelby Oaks.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's going to be
I am
great.
too, but I'm worried that my my hopes will be too high. Like the Smashing Machine, right? Yeah. Like I attach so much of my identity to this director, and then like I'm ultimately let down because. But
this might be another this might be similar to Good Boy, where it's like. Wasn't great,
but I respect.
But keep going,
yeah, absolutely,
and that's okay. And that'll honestly just be awful for your parasocial relationship because you're like, "Hey, man."
No, that's why I feel like my parasocial relationship with Benny Safdie was like diminished a little bit by my experience watching the Smashing Machine.
Okay, that changes things.
We got to get Benny on the show.
Yeah,
call us,
Benny. If you come on the show, I don't mean anything that I say about the Smashing Machine. If you come on the show, I take it all back. It's a perfect, beautiful, incredible, amazing film.
Hey, you gave it 3.5 stars. It's above
and I'll
the
give
average.
it 5 stars if you come on the show.
Call us, Benny.
We can't like.
When are we making a Retconnd email?
A Retconnd email. So, dude, Jasher, is that his name?
Yeah.
Jasher. He asked when we're doing a Discord.
Right, yeah.
And I said, like, probably when we launch our Patreon.
Yeah. When we get more people that want to watch us.
Right. Okay. Anyway, I only have one more note.
Yeah.
I have a lot more, but they're all kind of nitpicky.
Mm-hmm.
I think to just sum it all up, I already said the thing about the writing, but to sum it all up, I would really just say that the freaking dream sequences, I don't like them at all. And I think because probably 80% of the horror was in these dreams, it made real life not scary at all.
Yeah, it was like a gotcha.
Yeah, it was. Okay, I'll never forget this. When I was in 6th grade, I was in a creative writing class. Mrs. Hackman taught it. Okay, shout out Mrs. Hackman.
Shout out Mrs. Hackman.
She told me, if you end a story with "and then he woke up," you get an automatic F. That's kind of the vibe.
But it didn't end like that.
I know, but I'm saying it's the vibe. Like it's the vibe.
It ended in true horror.
What? Death?
not just death. Like his soul was like damned to the basement of this. Sorry, spoiler.
Indy was about to be. Oh, people know we're spoiling this. Yeah. Indy was about to Hachi, bro. He was about to be Hachi.
Do not bring up Hachiko. Do not talk about Hachiko. Okay.
Hachiko.
That's his full name. Hachi's full name is Hachiko. All right, you rat, you fake fan.
H-O-T-T-O.
I say
Hachiko.
It's Hachiko. I think. I'm a fake fan. I actually did have one more thing.
He was about to Hachi, bro.
He was about to Hachi.
And
Thank
then
you very
Vera
much.
pulls up and Indy. And then it was funny because when he's like, he's doing one of these, and then he hops up the stairs, and I said, "Good boy."
No.
And then it said, "Good boy."
We both said good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
What's your final note?
Yeah, I said that was my final note. I did not like everything needed to be more fleshed out. Every single thing. Specifically, what I want to focus on here is that there were 3 different ghost things, and I didn't like any of them.
I thought it was just one.
There were mud people, there were shadow people, and there was a hybrid at the end.
I thought that they were all the same thing.
Probably were, but I didn't like that they kept changing the medium. I don't think it added anything.
There was also one of my notes. I just said, "What's up with the fox?"
Yeah.
He like looks out and it's like the yellow eyes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's
Well,
the
that
ghost
happened-
of the dog. And then like
Yeah.
a fox like comes out of the darkness and then like
Yeah.
runs off.
Everything
and I was like,
needed to be fleshed out more.
what's up with
Every
that? What does a
single
fox
thing in this movie
mean?
needed to be fleshed out more.
Or maybe it's all just a metaphor.
Yeah, maybe we're just stupid, but everyone hides behind that to make shitty movies. I'm not saying this is shitty. This is not a shitty movie. I just didn't enjoy it.
Speaking of Foley artists, these ones weren't great. There was one of my notes was that there is a scene where he feeds Indy and he like leaves for the day, and then we get that great shot of Indy at the window, and then it flashes to night and Indy's still at the window. But before he leaves, he picks up this dog food. Also, first, why are you holding the dog bowl and then just pouring the food in like that, like it's cereal or something? I was like, who feeds their dog like that? But when he grabs this big ass thing of dog food and he goes, like that's the noise that it makes. Like it makes the shortest. Like it does not sound like dog food going in a bowl. Like that is a nitpicky thing. But that like literally like if you like watch the movie, like it was literally like it's like it was the weirdest noise. Like it sounded like a I don't know. It didn't sound like dog food going in a bowl. And I was like, what the hell is that? So yeah, I'm at 2 stars.
1.5.
Oh man,
I'm embarrassed. I
No,
don't
don't be
my rating
embarrassed.
now.
I'm at 5.
I gave it 4.
No, I know you're at 4.
I
That's
gave
okay.
it 4 stars. Listen, guys. I just felt really inspired by this movie. I really did.
And that's okay. But
And listen. Here's the thing, though. Too, my last thing I'll say about this is it's like. I took a film class my last semester of college. No, it's not. It was literally intro to film. It was like not. But the thing is, I got into so many arguments with people in that class over like dumb stuff. And I love a bad movie. Like I will defend a bad movie. I really will, because I think, and especially a movie like this, it's like I will love a bad movie over a boring movie any day of the week. Because there are things to talk about this movie. Like we had such an engaging discussion about this movie, but if this movie was boring,
we'd just be like,
we would have nothing to talk. We'd be like,
boring.
yeah, it was fine, whatever. But then also too, there was like a level of actual artistry to this movie where it's like, I would like to give the people that made this movie the benefit of the doubt that even the bad things in this movie were intentional choices.
Yeah.
And if somebody that's okay. You're allowed to not feel that way. Okay. But if somebody has an intentional choice, even if it's bad, if there's intention behind it and they can back it up and they can explain why they made that choice that they made, even if I think it's bad, I can't dog them on that. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel about the Smashing Machine too. Like there are choices I told you, like the cinematography. I can't even dog it that bad because I knew it was an intentional choice with reason and artistic intention behind it.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's like I got into a fight with somebody about the Great Gatsby, Baz Luhrmann.
The Great Gat.
Sorry.
Right.
The Great
Baz
Gatsby.
Luhrmann Great Gatsby one time because my professor used it as an example of like bad sound mixing. And I was like, did you ever think that maybe the bad sound mixing was an intentional choice?
Like Tenet.
Like
We didn't bring up Tenet.
Dude, I haven't seen Tenet,
Tenet
and I'm waiting for it.
But I was like, did you ever think that maybe the bad sound mixing was like an intentional choice? Like just thinking at it from that perspective, we're like, yeah, they might be bad choices, but what was the intention behind it? So that's why I am a good boy forgiver.
You're a good boy truther. You're a good boyer.
And I was shocked when I got on Letterboxd after and I saw how bad the reviews were.
I'm
I
a
really
bad
was
boy.
Shocked.
I'm on the
I
bad
was
boy
shocked.
team.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's okay. Again, this is like a movie where I'm like, if somebody gives it 4 stars, I completely see why this is something that, like, even if somebody gave this 5, I would have been like, I can see why this is, like, because it's such like a specific, like you were saying, like somebody just really went for something and it is going to work for people. And like in a lot of ways, it worked for me too. I loved watching it. I thought it was great. And if somebody were to give this 5 stars, I'd be like, you know what, man, more power to you. Like I'm really glad that you enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
But also I can see somebody being like, I'm giving
Well,
this
that's the
1
thing,
star.
though, too. I see where you guys are coming from. I totally
Actually,
do.
1 star, I don't fuck with.
Yeah, 1 star's kind of crazy.
2 is
Yeah.
kind of the
That's
lowest.
half a star away from Honey Don't. Okay.
Well, you gave it 1.5, didn't you?
No, I gave Honey Don't half a star.
No, you gave Good Boy 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should give it more.
Nope.
I think so too.
2 is half a star away from average.
I can see
I
see
think
where your
this
head's
movie's.
at.
I agree.
I think. Well, that's the thing that, like, objectively, like on paper, is this movie the same level of caliber and quality as One Battle After Another, which I gave a half a star higher than this?
Well, yeah,
No.
this is the whole head and the heart thing.
Right,
yeah, I was just about to
exactly.
mention that. We talked about this plenty of times on the
Okay.
show, like head ratings and heart ratings.
I
Yeah.
do think that this movie is at least
I think
average.
Yeah, I think so too. Like that's the thing. I might
Like,
knock this
given
down half a
everything.
star after this.
No, and that's
conversation.
what I mentioned earlier. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, cut me off.
I'm just like, Liam said some shit that I already addressed. Given everything, I don't care what your budget is. If your budget is $1 bazillion and your movie's okay, I'm not going to give it less of a rating because you had $1 billion of budget. It's still what it is. If you have a $2 million budget and you make a movie that I feel like is 1.5 stars, I'm not going to say give it. Now, and here's where you might be surprised. I was going to say, go watch this movie. I was going to say, you've never seen
I'm
anything
not
like
surprised
that.
that you said that, though.
Like,
Honestly, I'm really
so-
not because
okay,
I
good.
know
I
the
forgot to
integrity
gasp,
of this
bro.
film.
Yeah, okay. Well, you guys know me, all right? I don't think this
Right,
was-
we go way back.
Yeah,
First
we do,
grade,
we
me
do.
and Forrest.
I mean, you know about me learning about empathy. You were here the first time I experienced
Ever felt.
empathy. But like usually, like, honey, don't watch that. Okay, like I keep using that as my standard of garbage.
Yeah, I don't suggest people to watch
and
it.
now I will never
But
watch
this
that movie.
one. Even though I didn't really have a good time in the theater watching this,
You didn't even have a good time watching it.
I tried to get into it. Like Liam knows, like I do this thing when I watch horror movies. I really try to get into it. I try to like hide. I try to be like like I really try to immerse myself. By the end of the movie, I was just, and then I'd get jump scared. I go,
Jasher asked if he should go see him for Tim Heidecker. He's like, I don't really want to see the movie, but like, I love Tim. Like, should I go see it for him? And I was like, no.
But see, the thing about him though, I know this is like we're like drawing this out a little bit, but the thing about him though is I had the time of my
Me too.
life
That's
watching
a
that
2
movie.
stars
I
and a
had
heart.
Me too. I just
stars
gave it
and
a
a heart.
heart. I didn't even rate it because I was like, how do I even rate this? I had
You
the
give it 1 star
time
and
of
then-
my life watching that movie.
I think
I
give it 2
had
stars.
so much freaking fun watching that movie. And my friend left it and she's like, I'm never watching that again. And I was like, I will be watching this again.
I probably will too. But it was
No.
trash.
It was horrible, but I had the most fun I've had all year watching a movie.
It was pretty
genuinely.
fun. I
Like,
didn't have not a fun time, but there were a lot more stuff that really bothered me that were really taking me out of my fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And there wasn't enough Tim.
look,
So
we
Josh, or
can,
don't go see it.
we can just watch
Good movies.
episode 5 if we want to talk about this again. We can just watch it.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
that's
sorry
fair.
I brought it
No,
up.
I'm more
sorry.
blaming Liam. You're
Actually,
probably
I
the
brought it
most
up.
qualified person who's ever been on this show. So like,
I'm really.
I
I just
no,
watch
the bar
a lot
is
of
really,
movies.
really, really low.
I just watch a lot of movies, and I have an art degree.
We've
And,
had
like,
Isaac on
and
for
I've worked
2
in
straight
production,
episodes.
and like
3,
that's it.
really.
Yeah, but Isaac is.
We have our most qualified person here, and we have our least qualified person there. Our least qualified person is if we get fucking Connor here.
Oh, he's a child and he's an idiot. Or what did you say?
He's a kid and he's an idiot.
And his feet stink.
His feet are probably
Dude,
stinky.
he is an elusive character at this point in the Retconnd lore. Like,
Who's Connor?
He's
you're not a
just
fan, are you?
I
I feel
listen
like we haven't really talked
occasionally.
about. We talked about Connor during One Battle After Another. That's it.
We talked about him for Oba. We talked about him for Caught Stealing. We talked about
Oba
him for
and
him.
one.
The
Oh,
same
sorry.
thing.
Same. Oba.
What did we bring up during Caught Stealing?
I forget. I think it was just about him existing.
Maybe.
Whatever. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about? I feel like we covered a lot.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
This is
even-
really. I'm so sorry. I talked a lot.
No, that's
No,
okay.
but do you know what podcasts are?
Well, yes. But like I went on this and I was like, okay, Betsy, you're not gonna hijack the conversations. Like you're gonna like listen and let other people talk, and you're not gonna talk the whole time.
You did that.
And-
I did 2 straight episodes. I didn't let that
No,
happen.
Isaac. It was a problem.
I know.
And so I was very worried and very conscious about like how much I was gonna talk.
No,
Because I know I'm familiar with the concept of a podcast, and I know how obnoxious it can be when like one person hijacks the conversation. So
There was
and I
no,
just knew
there,
I had
I
a
don't think
lot
there
to
was any
say.
hijacking this
Okay,
episode.
good.
There was hijacking just when we had Isaac on.
Which is why he's an elusive character now as well.
But I was still good enough that they wanted me to sit on the couch.
Yes.
And feed us facts.
So we have this weekend. Roofman comes out.
I want
I want the Roofman.
Wait,
Gib.
what is Roof Man? I'm sorry.
It's
Channing Tatum.
new Channing Tatum. Derek
Whoa.
C in France.
You might be missing me on that.
We're huge in France, by the way.
Blue Valentine, great fucking movie.
I love Blue
Valentine's out.
Valentine.
Awesome.
Don't even get me. I can't.
Same
don't
director.
Even.
Definitely a way different vibe.
And
Then he did A Place Beyond the Pines.
which I've also seen. But Blue
I was literally
Valentine,
like during Place Beyond the Pines, and then at the very end, Wolves by Bon Iver starts playing on. Like it's like the credits, and I was like, oh, 3 stars and a heart. No, but that movie kind of sucks.
Wait, so what do you rate Breaking Dawn then? Twilight Breaking Dawn. If a Bon Iver song is all it takes.
I have
Or
not
is that New
seen-
Moon?
New Moon is my favorite.
Is that the one with the Bon Iver song? With
That is the
Rosalind?
one with Rosalind. I haven't seen Breaking Dawn 1 or 2.
I don't care then. I haven't either.
I've
Actually,
only seen the first Twilight.
If I had
movie.
legs, I'd kick you. I'm very passionate about that one.
Oh, I'm
because
excited.
It has Conan O'Brien's acting debut.
I'm really excited about
Very
that
excited.
one.
well, no,
for-
he was in that one episode of The Office. He was an extra though.
Yeah, but this is him being like a
I
character
know,
in a
right?
movie.
Hey,
you know?
that was me being facetious.
And then we have Roofman. So two kind of smaller movies.
Is that this week?
Weekend.
Is that everything you just said is this
That's this
week?
weekend. Those 2 movies and Tron.
Well,
But
not Blue Valentine. Oh, I'm
we
so
seen-
excited about
we
Tron.
seen-
We
Tron?
gotta talk about Tron because I am a Blade Runner callback. Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
Blade Runner callback 2049. Are you aware that Jared Leto's character in that movie was originally supposed to be David Bowie? And then he died. And so they got the next best thing.
It's
Jared
Jared
Leto?
Leto.
Fucking Jared.
I hate you, Jared Leto. And you're in Fight Club. I'm spitting everywhere. This is how passionate I am. Jared Leto.
Jared Leto, if I ever see you in public.
your face.
How do you feel about his band?
We were the kings and queens.
I saw 30 Seconds to Mars open up for Muse in 2016.
Wait, really? Wow.
Yeah.
He's a better musician than he is.
There's
an actor,
also
for
I don't
sure.
know if AMC is going to be showing this, but it was just an accident. Is from it just won the Palme d'Or at Cannes Film Festival, and it's getting very good reviews.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's like
on my
this
watch
Iranian
list.
filmmaker who's like in jail or something for going against the Iranian government
for being Iran.
Yeah. So that's going to be a big one. But yeah, I'm assuming our next episode will probably be like a Tron, If I Had Legs and Roofman kind of jambalaya.
You know what I'm thinking? This might be insane. October is such a huge month for movies.
I might pick up what you put down right now. And these are conversations that we should have.
Honestly,
off camera.
the episode might be over right now.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Betsy, for joining us. We'll see you guys.
What you got going on in your life?
Oh gosh,
All
what
right,
am
Sean
I doing?
I did say that exactly. Fuck.
What am I doing?
We should do a Hot Ones episode.
I just
We
released
should
a
have
cookbook.
Sean have us on Hot Ones.
This is
Okay, so-
I just released a cookbook.
Woo, bring your own plate.
That's sick. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So that's a thing that I have. You can check it out on my website. I'm cooking a
Link
lot.
in the
I'm
description.
baking a lot. I am recipe testing and shooting. So you can catch all those things on my Instagram. And I'm watching 365 movies this year, which you can also catch on my Letterboxd.
At least
That's that.
365. You can't. You don't.
God, I hope I make it. I'm like, especially when I go to France, I'm like, I don't know, I might be falling off.
Start watching some short films.
Yeah,
Knock some stuff out.
I do have a lot of those on
Sindependent.
my watch list. So yeah, that's what I've got going on. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
I had a lot of fun.
I'm sure you'll be back on the show for something if you feel passionate about it.
I would love to.
Tron.
Tron Aries.
I am passionate about Tron, but that's a separate conversation.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Don't forget to like and
Bye.
subscribe, please, or follow, or whatever. It helps us and it makes me happy. Yep.